Hey everybody, how's it going? Man, I usually don't do a Sunday show, but seeing how it was, TF Con out there in sunny California, in Los Angeles, and I can't be there. Oh well, that's okay. I'm enjoying the warm weather here in Alberta. So, and that's all that matters, I guess, because the snow's melting away, everything is getting warmer, everything is great. And yeah, a lot of people have been asking me, comic God, is Keith releasing any pictures at TFCon? And I'm like, because I really don't know. And then, of course, last night, as usual, late at night, he sends me a message, and he's like, "Oh, I got some pictures. I gotta send to you. Check your email." And I'm like, "Okay, great, fine. I'm gonna do another YouTube video, and I'm gonna do the same thing like last time." So, because a lot of people were asking me, are there any vehicle pictures yet of Ironhide, and how come we haven't seen Ratchet yet, and stuff like that. We want to see these pictures, and I'm like, okay, fine. So I downloaded this all late last night, set up this live stream, and posted it everywhere. So whether you're coming from TFW 2005 or on Facebook, or you're following me on Facebook or Twitter or Gilded or anywhere else for that matter, well, you came to the right place. So I want to thank everybody that's came here so far. We got Thomas Name, who says, excited to see X-Transbots fight back against the bullies of Fans Toys, or I should say, Fans Toys, with a sudden completely different design and opening trunk. Well, here's hoping. We also got Penny here. So hello, Penny. She's at Sam's Club, and I'll try to be back later. Okay, Penny, not a problem. And we got Dust Mites Room. How's it going, dude? Nice to see ya. And we got the illustrious, brave, and stunning Megatron. Every time I look into a monitor, Prime, my circuits sizzle. When are we gonna start busting Deceptichops? Of course, I don't exactly do it like Peter Cullen, but close enough. And we also got Soundwave, who is superior in his own right. Here. Hey, Soundwave, nice to see ya. Oh man, excuse me. We also got Thetazoid. Hey everyone, how's it going? It's going pretty good. And we got Windrave here, getting used to DST. I have no idea what DST is, but nice to see you. So glad that you're here. Let's see. Sending a brave Megatron says, I just need Shockwave and Starscream, and the 4 Decepticon Musketeers will be complete. Oh god, yeah. I'm assuming you're talking about the Masterpiece ones. If that's the case, then yeah, go for it, dude. And we got Loki, Mornings of Mischief. Stone Loki's here. More Transformers is always a good thing. You know it, dude, and you totally came to the right place. So, hail, Loki. Nice to see you, man. We also got Dormammu, who's it's actually snowing here in Upper MD, so that's why. So that must be why you're doing a Sunday thing. Well, partially. So, because things are in the works, things are changing, so it's all good. Let's see. Thetazoid, yeah, gotta love Keith's spontaneous decisions. Exactly, right? I swear to God, like after I left the hospital and then I went to the next town and went to go get some ramen at Edo Japan, stuff like that, and some burgers at Wendy's. All of a sudden, yeah, on Skype, Keith messages me. It's like, oh, okay, got some stuff for you. So it's like, yeah, spontaneous all the time. Let's see. Dormammu, Yoda's voice. The Ironhide Wars begun. They have. Yes. So there you go. I hope that was good enough. And Antone Lewis, what's up, dude? Who heads up the third party Transformers group on Facebook. Nice to see you, man. So, and FP4H, howdy. Have to look for her, but that's okay. So, yeah. So before we get started, if any of you guys are new to this channel, usually on this show, like on Tuesdays and on Fridays, Titillating Tuesdays and Frantic Fridays, we just kind of like, loosen up a bit, and we share some fun stuff here on this channel. And so I was kind of debating about whether or not, get the audience like loosened up. I can't talk today for some odd reason, but that's okay. And because usually what we do on the shows is we share some stupid news. And I was kind of debating about whether or not to share some stupid news to begin before we begin the show. And welcome, Denez Ardagru. Is x-transbots fix the problem? And Ron, well, I will let you know very, very soon whether or not they did. So, you know what? Just to loosen up the crowd, if you're new here, we'll just start out with some stupid news, okay? So this is kind of a segment of the program that we do on the regular show where we actually share some stupid news, and we'll, we'll just have a laugh, and then we'll get on to the pictures. So this in stupid news, we have from the Mail Online news from England saying the most qualified person should get the job is a microaggression, says Britain's top university. They insist upon that. So apparently, if you are qualified for any kind of job and you are most qualified, apparently you're triggering somebody, because that's a microaggression, and apparently I guess somebody that's less qualified for a job should actually get it. So go figure that one out, because I really can't. So it used to be a day when the most popular and the most qualified person used to get the job to actually be able to do the job adequately, but I guess no, it has to go to the most incompetent person, because they'll get triggered if you just say that the most qualified person should get the job. I mean, if the most qualified person doesn't get the job, and I'm kind of relating this to figures on top of that, because this is an x-transbot special. Let's just put it this way. If you didn't get the most qualified person to make figures, guess what? All your figures pretty much would be falling apart. You can't really argue with that logic. So, God, yeah, I just don't get this mentality that's going on nowadays. Studying a brave Megatron says, well, then the Brits can't complain if a dentist is hired to perform brain surgery on them. Exactly. That's right. Because how dare you complain if he performs brain surgery on you? Something happens. So that would just be I don't know, like racist, some sort of istophobe of some sort. So who knows? But yeah, there you go. Okay, there's some stupid news for you. And also to any of you that just came here, in the description below, there are a couple of links down there. First of all, to Flip City Magazine. What Flip City Magazine is, remember back in the day when you had Cracked Magazine or Mad Magazine, and it was just hilarious to read and stuff like that? Well, you probably have noticed, like maybe all over those kind of years that have gone by now, they really don't sell those anymore. And Flip City Magazine is pretty much the next best thing that makes fun of everything and everyone. People on the left, people on the right. It's a no holds barred on everyone, right? So if you look in the description down below, for anybody that subscribes to this channel, there's a link down below to get a subscription to Flip City Magazine. And if you use the coupon code CRC for Comic Relief Crusader, you get 10% off a yearly subscription. So if you want to check them out, just hit the link, and you can even try out a free issue just to peruse over it and see if you like it. And if you do, get yourself a subscription. So, get a good laugh. And then next, a friend of mine who was in the comic book industry, Al Nickerson, who used to work over at Marvel and DC. There's also a link down below to check out his comic, The Sword of Eden, which came out a few years ago. And the new one that's coming out this summer, Sword of Eden Shinobi, is set to come out around July. So if you want to check out the first book, now's your chance. Link down in the description below, and get yourself a good comic book, because nowadays, oh god, there's a lot of woke garbage going into comics and retconning origins and stuff like that. And if you want a really good read, check out Al Nickerson. Great guy, super guy. I'm going to be having him on later on in the year, shortly before his next book comes out. If you want to see the first interview, then go through the live shows and check out the interview with Al Nickerson. So, really awesome guy. Went to the Will Eisner School of Comic Art, and yeah, check out his book. So, it's a really good read. It's a fun read. So he even puts Jack Kirby in there as one of the characters, which is pretty awesome. And welcome, Candle Comics. I've gotten quite a few figures that have fallen apart, usually third party. Well, exactly. And that goes back to like the stupid news, right? If you don't hire the most qualified person, well, then don't expect, you can definitely expect things to be falling apart. It doesn't matter if it's in figures or in comics or, God, any institution whatsoever, right? So, Dormammu, yeah, I said across her nose, not up at qualified. Exactly, right? So, and Stunning and Brave Megatron, who has finally become a YouTube member. Thank you, Stunning and Brave Megatron. I really, really appreciate it. Enjoy. Thank you for joining up on the channel today. So, I think we are being catfished. No, not really. I'm just promoting people because that's what I do. So it doesn't matter where they come from. I will promote. So that being said, okay, so let's get on to the main things why people are here. Okay, so let's see. First, we're going to be showing some pictures. There's a few pictures that Keith had sent me for Ironhide. Okay, because a lot of people have been asking me about, hey, when's vehicle mode? What's vehicle mode? What does it look like? Blah blah blah. Okay, so here we go. We got. There's only a few pictures for Ironhide, but we got lots of pictures for Ratchet. Don't worry, we will be getting to Ratchet. Okay, so here we go. Here is the vehicle mode for MX-47 Ron vehicle mode in his van mode right here. So let me just zoom in a little bit. And if anything, as most of us know, Keith does, well, he does a bang-up job when it comes to vehicle modes. So, you can definitely see where things start to fold and tuck and stuff like that. And I got to say, I believe this is a Nissan van from back in the 80s. If anybody can correct me on that, I think I might be right, more than likely. But I got to say, in vehicle mode, it's looking pretty impressive, I gotta say. So, let's see. Crinkle, what do people think of FT's reveal yesterday? That's a good question. Here's what I think, Clinkle. First of all, you know what? When I was doing the reveal video for Ironhide, okay, I got a lot of messages, and you know what? We'll be taking a lot of other, questions from you guys, and it'll go back to Keith just to let you guys know, like we did last time. And Keith did get all of your questions, okay? So I wanted to let you know that, all right? This is what we do, when it comes to reveal day and stuff like that. I'll take all of your questions, like after we go through all the pictures of Ironhide and Ratchet, and I'll take questions. Because I did get a few answers back from Keith on certain figures and stuff like that, right? So we'll be doing that. As for Clinkle, the FT reveals, going back to that, a lot of people were asking me, it's like, do we really need another Ironhide and Ratchet from a third party, right? Because we got the Masterpiece ones, and what does Fans Toys do? They reveal an Ironhide and a Ratchet as well. It's like, well, okay, people can't complain, I guess, but nah, what are you gonna do, right? So that's right, the Cherry Vanette, exactly, looks so good. And hey, Jason Fox, nice to see you, man. Oh no, it's this guy. Such a bigot. Oh my God. Yes, I am. Oh my God. Shut up, man. Oh, jeez. Desmites, yeah, typical FT cock block. Precisely, right? You know, if one company announces one thing, oh yeah, we're gonna have another one in the works, right? Just so we can steal that monies. That's what it is. Oh my god. Let's see. Sending a brave Megatron. Need to see the colors paint before I decide to swap my MPs. Yeah, no, totally. And this is what it looks like. This is the actual photos right now. So, Dinez asks, is x-transbots making us side swipe? Well, okay. The known factory one that I posted on TFW 2005, that was given to me by a person who I cannot reveal that is doing a side swipe. That's all I can say. Okay. That's the answer you're going to get out of me. So I can't reveal who sent it to me, unfortunately. But they're looking for feedback because I posted this on Facebook in a particular group and on TFW 2005. So the person is looking for feedback on the faces so far because he wants to get the face sculpt right. So just to let you know, okay. So we have that, and here's another angle from the rear, from the behind. So not really in the market for swapping out though. No, and you know what? Hey, I get it, and that's fine, right? If you're happy with your masterpiece, like I was, well, then you might want to keep it. However, just to let you know, in case you missed the other video, Sending a Brave Megatron, what I did with Keith and x-transbots, okay, is I went through every original episode and went through every gadget that Ironhide and Ratchet used, right? Because I've kind of have explained to Keith, the more gadgets you have that aren't included with the masterpiece version, the official masterpiece version, you might want to include in the figures that you're planning on, putting out, because in that way, you've got a lot more gimmicky gadgets and stuff like that that were never given out in the official release. So just so you know. FPH says, I am still firmly on the opinion Keith should slow down and focus on what is promised and in the pipe. Yes, okay, I agree. Getting Abaddon, which would be Galvatron for all of you guys I don't know, done, and some other projects where there is less congestion. Now, all I can say, what I know so far, is that it's under retooling because he wants to get Galvatron done right. So just to let you know. Jason, yeah, good to see you too, man. So let's see, 13,000 monkeys. Well, I mean, the Takaras are both piles of shit. So yeah, it's nice to see, nice to have an option other than Hashtag. Yeah, no, I agree, right? Because if somebody else can make a better version, then good on them, and that's what a competitive market is for, isn't it? So let's see. SPH says, yeah, this is already either going to cause them to rush and have more QC nightmares or dilute his market, which cuts profit. Yeah, exactly. So Theta Sword says, I'm personally am tired of fan stores putting out copies instead of coming up with their own ideas. It would be interesting if they did come out with their own ideas, but when what was it, Bad Cube did it with their own line, apparently it didn't do that good. So, and maybe that's why they're, I don't know, suffering a little bit or something like that. So Little Dutch, hey man, nice to see you. I'm afraid in this case Fan Toys might win, mostly because the front of their Ironhide doesn't have the window breakup and those belly notches. Yeah, well, I mean, this is why I'm also taking feedback back to Keith, right? So, because it's important, like I explained to him when I did the last video, customer feedback, which is very important for you guys, because like I said before in the last video, it's your money, right? You're the guys that are saving up hard to buy figures that you want, and therefore that's why feedback is very important, right? Because you guys are the deciding factor on whether or not you guys are going to want to buy this or not. So let's see, just going to crackle catch up here. So Klinkle says, I have no interest in other Ironhide Ratchet. Whoever makes it, I want characters I don't already have. Well, that's the thing, right? Hey, tell me what characters you want, and I'll give it back to them. Soundwave, I really need an MX-22 Delta Magnus. I am talking to him on that, and I got a little bit of news when it comes to Ultra Magnus, which I'll share in the question and answers period after we do Ratchet. So, let's see. Catching up here. So, hey, if it's a good side swipe with a good head face and magically shrink the chest plates, I'm all in. Well, that is if they do, if x-transbots does a side swipe, or how Known Factory is going to be doing theirs. So, Dormammu, yeah, we all know the deal at this rate. XTB accessories, 2 different chests, loads of faces, very toyetic, and way more streamlined over the Takara. Sliding panels, FT, more tuned, hyper over engineered. Yeah, that's true. So, God, Dormammu is a punk. Let's fight. Jeez. Let's see. Yeah, that was a great scene. I didn't realize you work for XTB. That's cool. Yeah, no, I help out Keith with some of the Pantone, some of the social media stuff. I want to get back into doing some of the box art like I did with Dr. Egg and the Quintessons. So yeah, that's pretty much what I do. So, and this YouTube channel, as you know. So, I'd like to see him do G1 Predacons. I'm talking to him about that. So, all right. Hold on. Throttlebots, Nightbeat, Minerva. I will find out when those are planned to be released. Hopefully, it should be soon. So, because I know a lot of people are wanting them. John Martinelli. Hey, man, nice to see you. Is this the final design, or will there be changes, or at least the possibility of changes? There will be the possibility of changes, as far as I know. So that's what I can tell you. So I'm trying to catch up on the chat while trying to show everybody everything right here. So yeah, so we got the rear side right here, little windshield wiper in the back. So, and it looks like, yeah, there's a little notch in the back here. So obviously that's not functional. That's just there for show. Let's see, lots of panels, lots of folding. So we got some sprues right here and stuff like that. Rubber tires, as you can see, not a bad paint job. It's a pretty good paint job. And of course, you got to have the rear view mirrors and side view mirrors and stuff like that. So yeah, this is technically the whole paint job right there. So FPH, the only character out there begging for a retool is Rodimus Prime, in my honest opinion. I 100% agree with you. And I have talked to Keith about RC and Rodimus Prime, okay? Because I know a lot of people last time asked about the only human figures. And so that feedback has gone to Keith about doing that, okay? So just know that I've let them know, okay? Let's see. And Prime Convoy. Hey, man. Nice to see you again. Do we have an idea of what the retail price will be for Ron? Fans' Toys will more than likely charge higher for their version of Ironhide, so that might be something to consider. I don't know quite yet the price point on it. I'm thinking it possibly might be around the 150 range, if anything. You can probably guarantee that Fan Toys will probably be another $100 more, because die cast and blah, 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 right? More than likely. I'm just guessing, of course. So, Klinkle, yes, Technobots. Technobots and Terracons too. So, yeah, I know. I'm talking to him about it. So, I'm thinking he wants to do season 2 first and then move on to season 3. Just to let you two know, okay? So, and everyone's doing Constructicons now. Think of the other combiner teams that need some love. I will share some news on the Protectobots and the other Constructicons soon, and after we do Ratchet. So just to let you know. Let's see. Yeah, exactly, Dust Mites. It just might be that 250 for Fans Toys and 150 for x-transbots. I guarantee you, more than likely, that's what it might be. Guarantee you. because of anything. See, that's the thing. Fans toys, because they know they got this, obviously this fan base, right? And they know that, everybody eats up their figures like crazy, right? So I think what's going on, it's like, you know what, they're gonna buy it, no matter what. We could probably charge like an arm and a leg in the firstborn, and because the fans eat up our figures. Yeah, we'll charge $250 for an Ironhide and the Ratchet, and we're gonna be making some sick profits. That's probably what's gonna go on. Rob Brown, how about doing the C-Cons? I will also bring that up to Keith. So just to let you know. Let's see, Melted Copper, Trypticon, Giant Dinosaur, Decepticon needs a revisit. I agree. I am talking to somebody else about that, not X-Transbots. So just to let you know. Broadside and Sandstorm would also be cool. I am talking to him about that too as well. So yeah, excellent. Exactly. Oh my god. Hey Thomas, you're back. With both XTB and FT X-Transbots and fan stories having fairly good bot and alt modes, Battle Sled will be the deciding factor for me. Are going to be Toy Deco and Black Ironhide. Whoever puts those on the market will get my Vanet US dollars. Exactly. Well, more than likely, guaranteed. You can kind of count on Keith to do like several recolors on this. And here you go. There is essentially with tracks the scale of what Ironhide is going to be right there. So it's pretty much going to be on par with a Masterpiece Ironhide, just to let you know. Okay. Let's see. Candle Comics. Yeah, we need 2 Deco MP Dinobots. I am talking to him about that too, because apparently a lot of people are asking for XGB Dinobots. So, Klinkle, Misfire, Trigger Happy, and Slug Slinger. I can't say. That's all I'm gonna say. I can't say. So, Rob Brown, calm down, dust nuts. Jeez. No, but it's true, Rob. Fans Toys has this following, and they've been hits every figure that they pretty much have had, right? And they know they have this massive following. So it just stands to reason that it just means that Fans Toys knows that they can probably just milk everybody because, hey, the name, right? It's the name that sells. And that's the thing. And as a graphic designer and somebody that works with media and stuff like that, and advertising and whatnot, that's what sells. The name sells. That's the thing, right? Because people start to associate name with a certain type of quality and a certain type of expectation on figures that come out. And, over the past few years that Fans Toys have been out, they've pretty much been hitting it on the mark with a lot of things. So that's all I can say. So, Standing a Bird Megatron, they could probably make a Dion out of that Orion Pax figure. They're not going to. Yeah, I don't know. So I really couldn't say. Vinny Red, hey man. Klinkle, I want them only so that Fans Toys will reissue the ones I'm missing. Yeah, good luck with that. So yeah, there you go. That's the scale that they're looking at. So with a Masterpiece Tracks, so it's pretty much on par with the scale and the size of an official Takara Tomy Ironhide right there. So just to let you guys know on that. So not a bad size, pretty much the scale. And if anything, because of the scale posters that I've done that I sold to X-Transbots and Fans Toys and Make Toys and everybody else, trying to be as accurate as humanly possible, thanks to a lot of the production scale charts that I got from Hasbro ages ago. And from a connection in Japan also on top of that with the Japanese production with the scale charts there, you can pretty much bet right on the money that this is going to be hopefully more than likely to scale. I don't know the exact measurements of how tall he will be in bot mode precisely, but I'm thinking that he is going to be pretty much around the same size as the official release. So just to let you guys know. And that being said, and here is the underside of Run of Ironhide. And you know what? For an underside, this cleans up fairly well. I gotta say, it looks pretty compact. So it's not messy. It's not, it's not anything. It's not like, things splayed all over the place or whatnot. It's pretty clean. So, I gotta give that to Keith some pretty good engineering went into this. The guy in the States there that does the engineering. I've yet to talk to him though, but I'm trying to connect with the guy. So it's not too shabby. So, just zoom in a little bit here. You kind of get a good idea of the engineering, how this might go, from bumper to bumper, as it were. So, and I mean, damn, you got that whole leg section just on the bottom. So, yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's pretty clean, and it's pretty much the consensus. Yeah, very clean. So that's clean. It's clean. These nuts. You mad FT doesn't matter. God. Nah, you just married because you pay more money. Exactly. Let's be civil, people. So, um, no, but it's pretty damn good. I'm liking that. It's very well, like everybody's saying. I'm just repeating the same thing. It's clean. It's very clean. Huge improvements. The most amazing improvement I've ever seen when it comes to third-party figures. Amazing. That's all I can say. But yeah. You know what? I do. Dust mites. Fast Toys sell snake oil. My God. You know what? I'm going to be completely honest here. You know what? I haven't bought a Fans Toys figure in probably a good 2 years. And I know I'm behind because there are certain figures that I do want to get, like Outback and whatnot. But you know what? I just haven't bought a Fans Toys figure in a few years. And I don't know, it's just something about it. It's not grabbing me anymore. I don't know why. So, setting a brave Megatron, how are their protector bots coming along? I will let you know a little later on in the show because I won't be taking all those questions and answers. So, but I do have news on that. Let's see. Fans and Toys is amazing. So is XTB. Says Big Ultra. Yeah. No, I mean, they all got their pros and cons, right? Each and every one of them, right? And like Bobby Skullface says, and whether you love him or you hate him doesn't really matter to me. If you like it, you win. And that's the most important thing, right? So you might hate x-transbots, or you might hate Fans Toys, or you may love x-transbots, or you might love Fans Toys. Doesn't matter. Whatever fits in your collection to your proclivities, you win. And that's the most important thing. But, to me, I found that people speak with their dollars, and if they like it, they're going to buy it. And it's as simple as that, right? Let's see. Yeah, it's all good. Just a friendly banter. No, I know, man. I know. So, Little Dutch says both X-Transbots and Fans Toys have their ups and downsides. Exactly. Which matters more or less depending on the collector's preferences. Let's just respect the brands and, more importantly, respect each other's decisions. Exactly. No, that's true, man. So, but no, hey, as fans, as mature fans, hey, we're just Josh and we're just a bunch of guys and gals. I don't know if there's any gals in here, but you know what? Hey, uh, we're just shooting the shit. It's all good. Theta sword. Yeah, trademark. Got it from Bobby. I know. Hey, so sue me, but it's a good mantra, right? If you like it, you win. Just like I said, like what Bobby Skullface says. If you like it, you win. And it's true. So, there might be figures that he likes that I don't, and vice versa, and whatever. And it doesn't matter, right? So as long as you're happy collecting what you're collecting. So that's pretty much the update for the vehicle mode on Ironhide. And I know it was only like 4 pictures, but like I said, a lot of people have been asking me, okay, about the vehicle mode. So I decided to show that first. Now, we're going to get into Ratchet, and I got a lot more pictures to share about Ratchet, okay? Well, a lot more pictures. So there's some very interesting things that Keith has included in this. Hey, Stark of Iron, hail from Comic-Con. Nice to see you, man. Good that here's another Transformers fan. So you know what? Hey, if you haven't checked out Stark of Iron's channel, check out Stark of Iron's channel. It's he's got some fun stuff going on. So just to let you guys know, nice to see you, man. So Big Ultra, yeah, Fans Toys Magnus is just plain amazing, and honestly, I'm amazed by how it looks with the armor in both modes and all that. But X-Transbots Magnus is just as good. It is, and I got some news about that, so stay tuned. And they're just and they're 2 different things. One armor, one all-in-one. Exactly. So, and Stark of Iron, yeah, member for 3 months. Hail, brother, thanks for the shout out. Not a problem, dude. Nice to see ya. Nice to have you here, man. So I hope everything is going well. Actually, just to let you know, Stark, things have slightly improved on in my neck of the woods. So just to let you know. So yeah, and I love me some Ratchets. Oh yeah, showing some love. Okay, so now we're going to move on to Ratchet, okay? And we got a bunch of pictures to show you. And first, we're going to start with accessories. Just to let you guys know. So here, what they're going to be calling Ratchet MX-48 Ratliff. Don't ask me why. It's just Ratliff, okay? So we're going to do some zooming in here. And it was the same thing as before, okay? Just to let you guys know, because I'm trying to work hard for you guys when it comes to figures and accessories and stuff like that, because like I said before, I go through all the cartoons, every appearance that a particular figure is in, okay? And I send screenshots to Keith, every little knick-knack and paddywhack that a particular figure uses, okay? And I went through a lot, and Ratchet has a lot of them, right? Just to let you guys know. Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate it, dude. So, sticking with X-Transbots Magnus. Oh, I got some news for you. So, okay. Anyway, Anton Lewis. Yeah, Marvel Head. That's the one thing. I sent him a screenshot of the Marvel Head because I told him, hey, you do know that Marvel has a different colored head than the cartoon. And he's like, oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. So he's going to be including the Marvel head, okay, just as you can see right here. So, and it looks pretty good. And what I did is for the Marvel head, I believe it was Transformers issue, what was it? 6 or 7, where Ratchet is searching for the Dinobots, and he's and the art in that looked so amazing. So amazing. I'm trying to remember who drew that issue, because if anything, if any of you guys know me, I am a comic book nut, okay? And working with a former Marvel artist, and I'm getting my comic art up. And yeah, that's right. It was issue 7. That's right. And it was William Johnson, actually, that was the artist in that particular issue. And I sent him a screenshot when they do a close-up of Ratchet's face. And so I sent Keith that, and I said, you got to use that, okay? You have to use that. Mold it as good as you can. Let's see. Beg Ultra. I hope that we can at least agree one with all due respect to Takara, Noth x-transbots, and FT Outshine MP27 and MP30, who were my top priorities to finally be done some justice and by third parties. Yes, exactly. Marco Carr, are any of these companies making G1 tune accurate Dinobots? I will let you know after we go through the Ratchet pictures, okay? Just to let you know. Marvel Ratchet would kick some ass. Yeah, no, totally. 100%, dude. So let's see. FP4H, give him all the doohickeys he had when he fought Megatron in issue 5. Yeah, I agree. So that Ratchet face on the screen right now looks pretty much perfect. It does. It does. And that's why I picked that issue, because the art in that was fantastic. I loved it, right? And so yeah, they did a pretty good accurate mold on that. So now on the other hand, we got some other faces on here that are actually, more tuned than anything. So we got a more concerned kind of face. Let me just zoom in on that here. So we got a more ordinary kind of face for Ratchet. And it looks pretty good. It's not too shabby. I'm not complaining about that. And of course, we got Happy Ratchet. So, why not, right? So we got those. Is Keith thinking about expanding beyond G1 characters? Yes, I'm talking to him about it, and making more characters such as Lockdown or Demolisher. Oh, okay. So like from other continuities, toying with the idea, let's put it that way. Like doing G1 style versions of those kind of characters, like they did with Bulkhead. Possibly. Little Dutch, yeah, excellent head sculpts. Yeah, they are. So because I really wanted to hammer down on, really getting the face sculpt right, talking with Keith about that. And I think these are really bang up jobs. So just to let you know. So you got Ratchet here, okay? And looking pretty good. And I know you still have the creases in the front. So if some of you people are bothered by that, I will take it back to him. And maybe, hopefully, something can be done by it if you guys are really bothered by it or not, right? But just know, okay? Just know how the whole figure making process goes, okay? Because if it changes one aspect on a figure, okay? Because remember, this all goes from a CAD drawing, right? A 3D printed, 3D model, to making the dies, right? For the production molds. And if something has to be changed, it might change something in the mechanics of the transformation. So that might mean that the figure might be delayed longer. So you guys have to keep that in mind, right? Because if one thing changes, it might change another thing. Say maybe a certain ratchet doesn't have enough clearance or something like that, or something doesn't bend or fold properly or stuff like that, just to let you guys know, okay? So, because a lot of people don't think about that. So, because it would be cool to see more new age characters integrated into a G1 scale and style. No, I agree. So, when's the estimated release? I will let you know pretty soon, because I have to look on Skype. He did, I believe, send a release date. So, what bothers me most are the two nudges below the chest. Yeah, I know a lot of people have said that. So, but, well, what can you do? So let's get into some of the accessories right here. Okay. So you got the G1 toy-esque sled, I suppose you could say, that you got right there on the right. You also got some bottles, some test tubes and beakers and stuff like that, right in the middle below his feet. And before you guys ask what these are, I'm going to let you guess. Take a guess what these are. Okay. We're going to play a little bit of a game. How about this? Okay. We're going to play a game. And I got to let you guys guess what these are. Okay. Because I'm going to show you in the last couple of pictures. Okay. What these are. And I bet you guys probably won't get it. But then again, I would be totally surprised if some of you people get it. So, Hogman, I honestly feel bad for x-transbots. I feel like they're trying their very best this time, but fan stores just wanted to destroy x-transbots. Yeah, I think that might be it. You know what? And to be perfectly honest, Keith had told me a couple of years ago that he's actually happy being number 2. Believe it or not. I know that sounds odd, but that's the way he feels. Yeah, give Ratchet some Energon whiskey. Exactly. Oh, we got a guess here. Starscream vents. Ooh, yeah, that's a good guess. Little Dutch says they look like nozzles that go on Ratchet's wrists. That's another good guess. Okay. So it could be secret shoulder parts for Masquerade like MP44 has. Ah, maybe hand magnets. Ah, okay. Snowblower. God. And hail pixelated dreams. Theta Zoid. I was thinking about that too, Candle Comics, but that seems too obvious. Let's see. Oh, we got another Star Scream. Maybe. So we got some wrenches right here and I guess a turbo wrench, I suppose. We also have this long piece of tube here. That goes to let's see, I believe it was another welding thingamajigger here. This thing right here, this little doodad, if I remember correctly, I sent him a picture of what was it, the attitude adjuster. Remember when the Autobots became evil? You know, when Megatron became invisible and he installed something in their recharging banks, and they had to make these attitude adjusters. I believe that's what he is, because I sent him a screenshot of that, right? Just to let you know. Yeah, it looks like an IDW head there. Yeah, don't worry, we'll get to that. So if that's what it is, I sent him a screenshot of that, so you get a little tiny attitude adjuster if that's what it is. Let's see here. So of course, we have some pew-pews. So we got his gun, and we got that the missile launcher, kind of like similar to what Ironhide has. So because obviously Ratchet had one in the toy mode, so we got the welders that he also has for his hands, with the blast effects that go along with it, because you need that kind of thing. And right here, you also have more skis, because yes, I did include that in the screenshot. So you have that. And hey, Canadian Spider-Man, how's it going, man? Nice to see ya. So great that you're here. Let's see. Windrave, with the amount of expressive faces that fan stories showed, will x-transbots follow suit for both of them with more optional faces? Well, I'm about to show you. So yeah, that's that thing that the Autobots used to fix the Autobots. Yeah, exactly. So yes, Attack of the Autobots episode. That's what it was. Yeah, precisely. So so you have, yeah, some more guns and stuff like that. Yeah, you have skis, and you have also a different mold. I believe it's like more the IDW face head, the one on the left here, the white one. And then in some of the Marvel comics, it was like I don't want to say a misprint, but a miscoloring, where they made Ratchet's face blue in some episodes. So you have that option as well for a marble head, and you have another additional face. And if you notice, it's kind of like a dead face. Ooh, what could that mean? So there you go. You can kill Ratchet over and over again. Let's see. Jetpack's exhaust for his back. I'm running out of ideas. Oh, don't worry. I'm going to let you know. So I only wondered if it comes with a surfboard, says Robert. Hey, man. Nice to see you. I know it would be more fun if it had a surfboard. So sending a Brave Megatron. Yeah, Dinobot schematics will be a cool kind of feature to kind of like how MP Grapple came with the specs of the Power Tower thing. No, I agree. Totally 100% agree. So, yeah, that's what's missing. Exploded chest add-ons. You know what? I should talk to him about that. Yeah, you got to make an exploding back kind of thing to add on. So maybe it's not too late. Beg Ultra. Yeah, that face on screen is such posts such heroic nonsense. Oh my god. So yeah, so there you go. There's a whole bunch of accessories. I'm loving the face sculpt on this so far, with the Marvel heads and the Toon heads. So there's a whole bunch of accessories. So let's get into it. Let's see some of the posability and whatnot. So, and you know what? Yeah, you just looking at the head sculpt, the face, it's not too shabby. Looking at it. So, not too bad. It's looking all right. It's okay. He become a Force ghost. No one's really gone. Yeah, exactly. So there's more of a close up. I know, and before anybody says anything, yeah, I know that with the foldy chest bits. I'll take that feedback once again to Keith. I don't know if it's going to change any of the mechanics on the figure itself. And that's the other thing right here. Under the gut, I suppose. See, to me, it looks like there's enough room to put an Autobot insignia on it. So, because I know a lot of people have said, you know what? It doesn't look like there's enough room. But you know what? To me, it looks like there actually might be enough room. So, I don't know. But that's just me. So, the arms look pretty decent. These are stickers that Keith had put on. So I don't know if they're going to be like official stickers that are going to be included with the figures. But as far as I know, these are stickers that Keith had put on Ratchet because, well, that's what he had, right? So, articulated fingers, as you can see, from the thumbs and, from the knuckle all the way down. So I got to say the waist is a bit of an improvement from the MP version, just to let you know, but that's just me. So, Beg Ultra, yeah, speaking of Ironhides and Ratchet's chest, it's obvious that Fans Toys has fake chest parts, which I personally don't mind at all, just stating, while X-Transbots goes for the real car front chest. Yeah, exactly. I haven't really fully looked at the Fans Toys pictures, so I really can't comment on the Fans Toys part of it. But I'll probably take a look at them later. So more than likely. And Art H, who just joined the chat. How much cost do all these accessories add on to the price of the figure? Kind of talked about that earlier. Right now, I don't exactly have a price point per se, but I can only take a rough guess because Dust Mites and I, we kind of commented that more than likely, now I could be wrong, so do not quote me on this, okay? It's possible, with Fansoys announcing theirs, more than likely, Fansoys is probably going to charge you $250, while x-transbots might be maybe $150. I don't know precisely. I don't have a price point on that yet, so don't quote me. I'm only guessing. So, only guessing. Pixelated Dreams, yeah, Red Cross can't be put on anything due to the Geneva Convention and wartime rules. Yeah, no, that's true. So, let's see. So, yeah, you get a little bit of a look at the legs, and you know what? It doesn't look too bad. It looks pretty clean. So, you can see from the inside of the legs, though, like say here, for example, obviously you're going to have some things folding out, flipping flaps, so to speak, and folding left, right, and center and stuff like that. Some interesting mechanics going on in the feet area. So if you look at the toe, it looks like the whole thing more than likely folds open, and you got the rear windshield, possibly, I'm guessing, in the feet themselves that fold open and expand. So that's what it looks like to me right there. So Manny R says, any idea on a rough release date? Yes, I do. I'm going to tell you after we go through all the pictures, so stay tuned. I will let you know. And then for any of you guys that just showed up here, after we go through all the pictures, I'll be taking some questions and hopefully have some answers for you. And I'm going to let you know certain release dates on things that are coming out pretty soon. So just to let you know. So stay tuned for that as well. So I think Art is asking you in general, how much do these accessories contribute to the final pricing of a masterpiece styled figure? That's a good question. I really can't say because, I mean, it doesn't take a lot of cost for the plastics when you're making small little, piddly accessories, basically, right? So, because as you know, especially over in China where all this is manufactured, plastics are essentially like, dirt cheap, right? And it only costs them like, a fraction of I don't want to say a fraction of a penny, but you get the idea, right? So you have to take into consideration, plus on top of that, hopefully be, allowing for about maybe a 20 to 25% increase in price so you can actually make a profit to cover the cost of everything for your designer, for packaging, for all that kind of stuff. I don't think it's really much per se when it comes to additional costs for accessories. Not really all that much. So Beg Ultra says, yeah, the legs look miles better than MP27 and 30. It's cleaner, more compact. The upper legs of the MPs were too skinny. Also, what I like a lot is the scale. The MPs are too tall. Yeah, there you go. So, yeah, it seems like the rear window of the vehicle would make a good chest shape, but I don't recall a single Ironhide Ratchet figure trying this. No, exactly, right? And Roberto, nice to see you, man. Welcome to the channel. The only problem I see with these guys is the QC issues of basically every single last release of XTB. You know what? I don't know. I didn't really have any problems with the last figures that I got with, for example, Runabout and Runamuck. So I really didn't see any problems with those at all, and I ended up getting Big Load. And oh, dude, I mean that figure is fantastic, man. I'm loving that Big Load. God, here it sounds like a perverted channel almost. So, but no, I didn't have any QC issues whatsoever with those three of the latest figures that are out right now. So okay, so that's one picture of Ratchet. There we got another picture of Ratchet. So basically the same thing. So same pose essentially, but let's take a little zoom in on that face. So, and it's looking pretty decent. So it's looking not too bad. Yeah, exactly, Thedazord. Yeah, I haven't had any QC issues for a while with x-transbots. Well, that's the thing, because, you know, for the past couple of years, I've been telling Keith, and look, I'm not anyone special, okay? I just kind of work with him, give him my 2 cents worth, you know, advise him in some stuff. And, you know, and the one thing that I've always said, you really got to hammer down on QC, because, you know, you end up getting emails, say, for example, through the Facebook group, for example, and, you know, there are people saying, oh, well, this broke or that broke, or, you know, or I didn't get this or that or whatever. And so, you know, we really got to hammer down on QC issues. And so far, I haven't seen a problem yet. If you had, then I'm sorry on behalf of Keith, I guess. So, yeah, apart from that chest hole, I agree. I'm going to post something, because a friend of mine over in England, he sent me a good sticker to put over that windshield, so it kind of eliminates that that hole. The reason why there's a hole, because I know a lot of people were asking about it, is because of the placement of the steering wheel, and that's why, for clearance. So, and hey, Pop Culture Mechanic, nice to see you, man. Hey, CRC, Ratchet looks great. Yeah, it looks really good. So catch it a little bit on the rewind, and you'll see all the accessories. So we have a little bit of a guessing game going on, what 2 particular items are, and which you'll see at the end. And hey, no problem, man. Thanks for your feedback. No, I appreciate it. And like I said, later on in the show, I'll be taking questions and answers, and try to answer them to the best of my ability. And like I said before, like the last video, this will be going back to Keith, okay? So that you guys have a voice, because like I've said before, it's your dollars that you're speaking with, and that's what's important, okay? So, okay, you know what? Usually what I do in this channel, and for all of you new guys that are here, you know, just to loosen things up a little bit and stuff like that. Usually an hour into the show, we take a little bit of a commercial break, just to let you know. All right, before we carry on with the rest of the show. So we're just gonna take a little bit of a break, loosen things up a bit. So here we go. Enjoy.
You are either lying or you're stupid. I'm stupid. I'm stupid. Tell you what, guys, why don't you go build a bridge and jump off it? Hey, partner. I could use a little help, buddy. Yeah, sure. Right after I settle the score with you. You're next. Let's wait. Get this straight. I am Decepticon leader. You are recyclable. Well put, Megatron. Constructicons are leaders too. Blitzwing Palace. You try to hurt Devastator. Get over here. Megatron is a wimp. So is Starscream. Yes, but I'm fast. We've got to band together to stop Devastator. I'm with you guys. No, you're not. Traitor. Two traitors here. Megatron, you're making a mistake. Starscream's the real traitor. Oh, listen to them. they not? Are they too close to the truth?
There we go. A little bit of a commercial break there for you guys. So I thought it was appropriate for this show anyway. So Thetazoid, thanks, man. Yeah, let's do this guy solid. If you're not subscribed to the Comic Relief Crusader, please let's get the sub train going. He deserves it. Thanks, man. I really appreciate it. So yeah, if you're just new here, subscribe. Hit the like button. It really helps me out, like a lot of YouTubers say. So Robert Zalkind, I understand that why there's a hole in Fury. I don't understand the decision making that favored inclusion of that steering wheel. Nobody sees over the chest that everybody does. Yeah, no, I don't get it. But hey, I don't make the design choices, so that's all I can tell you. Exactly. Setting a brave Megatron, yeah, triple takeover was madness, exactly. And that's why I showed it. So there you go. And at least Anton gets a good laugh out of it. So, whoa, Dustmite says, Rome! Realm to you. Okay, so getting back to the pictures of Ratchet here. So we got a nice, handsome face of Ratchet. See, and that's why I make these little breaks and stuff like that. So, because it just gets the funnies out and whatnot, and just loosen things up a little bit and stuff. So, it looks like right here, I think I might have said this with Ironhide. It looks like you're gonna be getting a bit of a well, besides a waist swivel on top of that, because everybody was asking about that. But it looks like you're going to be getting a bend right here, so an ab crunch, which is pretty good. So I'm liking that. So, but yeah, you know what? It does look like there's a bit of space here to be putting an Autobot insignia, under the gut, under his beer gut. So, because we all know Ratchet drinks. Come on. So, not gonna lie. Let's see. And so, ready for heroic action. Dun, dun, dun. So let's take a little bit of a look here at the legs. So yeah, you get a little bit of foldy bits right here, like in the right and left leg that we saw before. So things folding around the feet area. And if you look at the knees, it looks like you're going to get quite a considerable bend in them. More than likely, obviously, over 90 degrees from the looks of it. It kind of looks like, in a way, like a double jointed kind of knee right there, which I don't mind. That's pretty cool. So, and I mean, obviously, it has to assist in transformation. I mean, duh, we all know that, right? But that's not too bad. I'm liking that. So, some really good shots. So, obviously, yeah. So, as we can tell here by the waist and the rest of the upper body, yeah, you're going to be having a waist swivel as well. So, taking a look at some of the hands. Here, yeah, it looks like the fingers might be individually separate fingers, I'm thinking. So, which ain't too shabby. And you know what? I'm going to be honest with you, and this is just my opinion, right? Just mine. I'm not really overly bothered by the chest, where you have the separate side bits. It doesn't really bother me all that much. So, yeah, it does seem like there is enough room for the logo. It does. So, once you take a good look at it from underneath, that's why I kind of try to zoom in a little bit so you guys can have a little bit of a better look. It looks like there was enough room. So, But that face, that handsome face, yeah, I think he did a really good job on the face sculpt on that. So it does look pretty good. And you know what? Here's the other thing that you don't really see a lot of. The neck, you actually have a pretty good neck. And I know you don't really see that in a lot of masterpiece figures, or really any figures for that matter. But Ironhide and Ratchet actually look like they have a pretty decent neck. And I know it's kind of really odd for me to to go on about that, but I don't know. It's just these little things that I'm just noticing here and there. So yeah, it's not too shabby. So let's go to the next picture. So of course, same old kind of Ratchet. See if there's anything different, and that's what I'm talking about. See, like the whole neck area, right? To me, it just gives a little bit of, I don't know, extra personality, I suppose you could say. Exactly. Gotta love necks. That's right. That neck area. So good. But no, it is. It's that little extra thing that just makes it a little bit more appealing, at least to me. So and it looks like hopefully it should give enough of a range of movement on its head. That's what I'm thinking. So let's see. And of course, same thing again. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Am I noticing something? Okay, wait a minute. The windshield. See, this looks a bit frosted. And this one looks painted. Did anybody catch that? Hold on a second. Wait a minute. I'm just going to go, hold on. I'm going to go back a few pictures. Maybe it's the lighting. Okay, because here it looks like more of a frosted windshield, right? Like maybe I'm seeing things, or maybe it's just the lighting that's just playing tricks on the shadowing and stuff like that. Maybe it could be that, but this one looks a little bit more solid. Huh? You caught that too. No, I'm glad that you caught that, so I'm not the only one. Something is different there. That's very interesting. So let's see. Yeah, if you take a look at the arms, so kind of like how the arms here, especially at the shoulder joint, so what would seem like have pretty good range on a good butterfly joint, so he can do a reach around, if you know what I mean. So there you go. And of course, good old waist swivel and stuff like that. I wonder if that's like a totally that's gonna bug me now. If that's like a totally different windshield, or maybe it's just the lighting. That's very interesting. Okay. And of course, superhero pose. Because now you get a pretty good range of how the articulation is on this. By a fantastic superhero pose. You got to have a superhero pose, right? So if we take a look at the bottom here, yeah, especially with those knees right there, you get a really good bend. And on top of that, I mean, look how far apart these legs are spread. And again, not trying to sound suggestive, but you got a really good bend there to be able to do that. So it looks like one flap is up in the back. I'm wondering if that's done in order to get that kind of knee bend. But then again, oh yeah, you might have to do that. Because if you take a look, because you got this flap right here, right? in order to get that kind of knee bend, I suppose. I don't know. If you don't like it, then that's you. That's okay. I don't really particularly care or mind. I don't know if I'd ever put Ratchet in this kind of pose anyway, but whatever. It's all right. So, and yeah, you're getting a pretty good range on arm spread. It's not too bad. I'm liking that. So, and now we come to the back. So, and like with Ironhide, back cleans up fairly well. It's not too shabby. If I had a nickel for every time I heard that, exactly. Leg spread. Ooh. Yeah, baby. I better not be doing that all too much. YouTube might get antsy over it, and they might end up shutting down the channel.
Who is the dickhead now, hey?
Yeah, exactly, right? So, frig. Big Ultra says, regarding the articulation, all I care about is having Ratchet kick Thundercracker in the stomach. Exactly. because we all want to friggin' have that happen. So, but I mean, hey, he's supposed to be a medic, right? He's not supposed to be, violent, otherwise he'd be like
Pardon
saying
my French, but you're an asshole.
stuff like that. So yeah, clean backside. The MP Ratchet was thicker than a Quintesson's head, though. Yeah, that's true. I'll give you that. So, and essentially seeing how it's the same Ironhide mold, just with a Ratchet head on it. The back cleans up just the same. So, but it's not too bad. I noticed that. You know what? I noticed from the few pictures that I did glean on Fans Toys, the back pretty much looks the same. Like the backside pretty much looks almost, if memory serves me correctly, it pretty much looks the same. So, Sending a Bright Megatron says, yeah, Ratchet fought Megatron in the Marvel comics and beat Shockwave in a fight in Transformers Animated. Yeah, it's true. So, I am not going to ask Keith, though, for a Apollyon and Ratchet merging figure like in the Marvel comics. And you know exactly what issue I'm talking about. So, where they're all smushed and melted together and stuff like that. Please kill me. Yeah. So here we go from a different angle. So, and we get a little bit of a better look with the mechanics around the feet. So things folding up around the calf area. So you're going to have a fairly good ankle rotation. And you got a lot of other extra panels that are coming out here. So yeah, as you can see right below the feet there, that's where the back of the van is with the windshields. And yeah, so I guess these panels do come out for that extra knee bend, should you so want it to get in that superhero pose. Upper legs look pretty clean. Not going to complain about that. Then you got the waist area. Still looking actually really clean. It's pretty impressive. So I'm not sure where these pegs on the lower arms are going to go. So having the faintest idea, obviously that's going to be plugging into somewhere. So, and yeah, so around the shoulder area, where you're going to have that good butterfly joint for extra articulation. And I suppose, yeah, you get a little bit of a good idea of the back of the head. So, seems a little hollow, but it seems like you're going to have some pretty good range on head articulation. So, yeah, it does. So, it's pretty good. I'm liking it. So, and like I said before, I know a lot of people have said that, oh, we don't need another one. We don't need another Ratchet or Ironhide. Well, okay, Fans Toys is doing the same thing. So are you going to say the same thing about Fans Toys? No. So, and like some people have said, they're not impressed with the Masterpiece ones. So, and it's nice to have choice, right? So, Klinkle says, I've just been for dinner and you're still going. Exactly. I am, because I'm a trooper that way. Or certifiably insane. Either way, take your pick. It really doesn't matter. So, because I could probably ramble on for hours and hours.
Ciccolini here may talk like an idiot and look like an idiot, but don't let that fool you. He really is an idiot.
So, no, it's looking really good. I'm really enjoying this. So, some good accessories that he's using and stuff like that. So, rather impressed with that. It's all good. I'm liking this. So, a couple of years ago, I'm going to say this. A couple of years ago, I did have to sell my Ironhide and Ratchet, much to my shock that I had to do that, because I really don't. I really don't like selling my figures, because I want a whole complete roster. Everybody wants to complete that collection. Will I go for these instead of the official Takara Tomy? That's a good question. I might, probably just for the accessories. So, because if there's one thing, and I did kind of the same thing with their Preceptor, included all those accessories with it. So that's why you got the little mini bots of Bumblebee and the rest of them. So, because you had to have mini bots with that. I just love accessories. So, hey, Unicron's Left Nut. How's it going, man? Nice to see you. So, the MP versions still look fantastic in alt mode, so they still have some purpose. No, that's true. And I agree with you on that. Some people might think they look a little bit dated. I mean, I didn't mind when I had them. So, Tell them to add the wrecking balls to their Devastator. Oh my god. No, I'm not doing that. So you know what? I'm just going to show this here, because you got when we were talking about the butterfly joints earlier. See, you got a pretty good range where you can put both your hands together. I know this kind of looks like, the whole shoulder is kind of displaced, and it kind of is, but at least you have that option, right? I know it looks rather weird, and especially to somebody like me that, is getting back into drawing comics and stuff like that, because it looks like the whole shoulder is like disjointed and stuff like that. But I suppose you really can't complain. At least you're able to do that if you so want to. So yeah. More Ratchet poses. It does look good. He looks like he stands up fairly well. So, and this is on top of that why I'm showing you this now, right? This is something that, and I'm not hammering on Fans Toys, so don't think I'm like hammering on Fans Toys, because in their own rights, I like what Fans Toys has done too, right? But this is kind of like interaction that a lot of other third-party companies don't do, like Fans Toys or Make Toys or Fans Hobby or anything like that. They don't really. Well, I mean, I should say maybe on their Facebook page, Fans Hobby does. They really do interact with their customer base on Facebook. But I mean, I don't see anybody else really doing it, and this is why I kind of took it upon myself to tell Keith, you know what, this is why customer relations is important, right? Because you guys, again, and I'll say it again, you guys are the ones saving up your money and stuff like that. And you are the ones that that deserve to give a little bit of feedback to Keith and, pitch questions to him and stuff like that, your concerns and stuff like that. Like we've talked about with QC and stuff like that. You guys should be able to voice your opinion. That way you get what you want inevitably. So, and John Peterson, first time here. How's it going, man? Nice to see you. I'm very in the air on this. I like Toon, but this time I think it goes too far with the Fansoys versions of these two. The windshield, in my opinion, wrong on Fansoys. I do like that these show that X-Transbots is going with a more opaque glass for the windows. Yeah, I agree. So, it's nice to have that like semi-translucent opaqueness on windows. I don't mind them at all. So, let's get another Ratchet pose up here. Looking nice and heroic. So, I think it stands up fairly well. And like I said earlier, I know a lot of people have said it, but, you look at his gut, basically the bottom of his gut, there does look like enough space to put an insignia right there, right above the waist and under his beer gut belly. So I think there is. So because in our mind's eye, we're thinking it's like maybe so big, and sometimes we, how should I put it, make a little bit of a misperception on how we're seeing things because of certain angles that they're at. And we kind of think, there might not be enough room for this or that. And again, if you get like the repo labels, for example, they generally come in different sizes, right? So you can pick and match whatever you want. So, I mean, it doesn't have to be spot on accurate. As long as it's close enough, it should be good enough for you. So here we see him with his welding torch, with little welding blast effect, which looks pretty good. So, and I'm liking that they did a nice metallic silver on that, like we saw from the accessories earlier. And if you didn't catch those, you can just catch it on the rewind, because for any of you guys that are just new here, I did show the vehicle mode of Ironhide and just how it looks like in underside. So, and if you want to catch it, then you can just catch it on the rewind. And for all of you other guys that just showed up, I will be taking questions and answers to take back to Keith, and any answers that I do have currently right now. So just to let you know. John Peterson asks, my only complaint so far for X-Transbots is the waistline, where the faction badge needs to go. It needs to have more room. Okay. I will take that back to Keith and let him know. So, does it have a detachable effect? I am guessing so. It would have to, I'm thinking. So, because so far it seems like all the other ones have, and I don't see why Keith would change that. So, but yeah, she's looking pretty decent. So, pretty decent. And it's nice and silvery. See, because you can see the nice reflection on that. So, pretty good job. I'm liking that. And there you go. So to answer your question, Pixelated Dreams, yes, it does have a detachable effect. And now you know the rest of the story. So, I do want to add, John, seeing how you just kind of popped in. Earlier in the show, I showed the vehicle mode for Ironhide, okay? And he is in a picture alongside of tracks, all right? So just to let you know, that being said, Ironhide and Ratchet look like, in vehicle mode at least, to be about the same size as the official masterpiece. Okay. So where you're talking about where the Autobot insignia will go for a sticker, there actually should be enough room underneath there, under the gut. So just to let you know, more than likely, yeah, it looks like it's going to be that way. So there should be enough room. Just to let you know. So another little bit of a close up here. So of Ratchet. And if there's anything that you're wanting me to zoom in on, just let me know. So, Candle Comics, I'd ask a Keith to consider releasing Ironhide and Ratchet maybe a month apart for collectors to budget. Runabout and Runamuck hit so close together. All right, I will totally 100% do that. So, yeah, and that's true. You know, they were pretty much like, what was it? At least a couple of weeks apart, something like that. I mean, they were really close together. So there you go with Ratchet. And there's one of the accessories, the pen welder, so to speak. And like I said before, with all the screenshots that I've went through with Keith, like I said before, I've gone through every episode and picked out every gadget that Ironhide and Ratchet have used, and I do that with any figure that he's considering on making and stuff like that. And yeah, we go through it like crazy. So go through everything. And so yeah, there's one of his torches, one of his welders, for that fine electronic work that he has to do. So, because you guys deserve it, all us collectors deserve it. We many of us out there do a lot of pictures like Soundwave. I don't know if Soundwave is actually still here, or Talus Photography, for example. They do a lot of photograph work and stuff like that. And it's the extra little bits like this, the extra little accessories that I like to put in as much as possible. Not just for myself, but for collectors like you. And also on top of that, to have fun with it when you're taking pictures, right? Because, collecting should be fun. This is why we collect all these figures in the first place, right? It's like going back to childhood. It's like recreating the scenes from the cartoons that we all enjoyed. I mean, this is why, on top of that, why we're a community, right? Because we share something together, with a cartoon and a comic book. And we should just be able to kind of like, even though most of us are pretty much all adults or should act like adults, we still want to have that kind of fun, that little throwback to childhood. They never had them with the original G1 toys. So, hey, if it's going to be a masterpiece, like I said before, I might as well go through every episode and every gadget that every character had ever used, and I'll throw it back to Keith and try to include them, and he will try to make as many as possible. So, Unicron's left nut. I second that. I am a severely strict budget at the moment, and having basically simultaneous releases is impossible to deal with. I agree. John Peterson, it's probably already been asked, but when are pre-orders up for Ratchet? Okay. Yes. So for anybody that has just joined in, like yourself, John, as soon as we go through the pictures, I'm going to let you guys know when pre-orders should be coming out and when the release dates are going to be coming out. So hang on and I'll let you know. So we're almost through the pictures. Sending a brave Megatron, here's an idea: add a Sparkplug minifigure because he was always helping Ratchet repair the other Autobots and stuff. It's an idea. You know what? I actually didn't think of that. So maybe I'll do that if there's time. So Another interesting bit of accessories might be a decent spark plug. Yeah, to come with that Ratchet. Yeah, exactly what Megatron had said. So with Ratchet, for that one moment with the aerial bots when they were repairing Omega Supreme. Yeah, I agree. So, and see, yeah, exactly. You are here. I knew you were. So, yes, we love having all those accessories as options. Exactly, man. See, thinking about you guys because I care, because I love you all. So, another shot with some beakers and some test tubes. So, because you got to have all that kind of stuff. So, because it's fun. You know, you can't let exactly Perceptor have all the fun when it comes to lab stuff, right? Oh, yeah, that's right. And speaking of Perceptor, so look at it this way, because Ratchet, if you caught early on in this, because, you know, if you saw all the accessories, he's coming with beakers and stuff like that. And you know, so guess what? You're going to have more beakers and test tubes and stuff like that. So, you know, if you got Janssen, Mr. Janssen, the X-Transbot Perceptor, who had lots of beakers and test tubes and stuff like that, you're going to get more. So there you go. Let's see. Talus also says, agree with Stunning and Brave. Would love to see a new human figure in the scale of the Doctor Wu, Dr. Evil. Yeah, that would be good. That'd be pretty good. I'd like that. So I'll pitch that to him. See if it's not too late. Yeah, I would be so happy of a 3-centimeter spark plug Spike and Carly from season 1. Yeah, that would be rather cool. I'd like that. Yeah. Yes. Do Spike and Carly with Ironhide, and then Chip and Sparkplug with Ratchet. See, and this is also on top of that why I'm bringing up all that you guys are saying in the chat. So when this video goes back to Keith, he's going to see it on top of that, right? What people are saying. Because Carly's first episode was an Ironhide-centric episode. That's true. Exactly. Antone, your pictures are coming in a little bit fuzzy. Oh, they are? Okay, well, I'll see if I can do something about that. So, Thomas name, speaking of Perceptor, is there any news about Microchange Janssen? I will try to find out about that, Thomas. Windrave, that picture really needs a wheeljack to complete, or at least XTB hoist to watch over that. Yeah, I agree. Yes. So, oh, and it looks clear on your end? Okay. Antone, I think the reason why it's a bit fuzzy is because you're getting all hot and bothered over these pictures. So, methinks you're getting a little excited. So back away from the screen.
Now put that thing back where it came from, or so help me!
So that's all I gotta say. John Peterson, Headmaster RC with Daniel. You know what? Yeah, if you were here for the last one, somebody actually asked that, you know, to do that. So I'm just kidding, Antone. I'm just kidding. So, but yeah, you know, it's more fun, more beakers, more test tubes, more mad science. So that's what's needed. And you know what? I got to say, for my Perceptor, my X-Transbots Perceptor, I really enjoy it. I really do love it. So love every one of them. So I think they really had it out of the park. So, and I nailed the colors too. I'm so glad I did. Oh my God, it looks so good. So, and ratchets with some ratchets, because you got to have the tools. So it's clear on your side. It's probably my internet connection. Yeah, no problem, dude. It might be that. So, but yeah, so you got some tools, because he is Mr. Fix-It. So, and you got some other tools. Damn you, picture for resetting. So, because he is the die and fix it guy of the Autobots. So, and yeah, so you also had, if you recognize this gadget here, that's on his arm. Okay. I want you to go back in the Wayback Machine and see if you remember a particular episode where Ratchet yet again was fixing up Ironhide, and he had to take a bit of a module out of Ironhide, and he used it as a basically he cut it out of Ratchet, and that's the gadget that I included in the screenshot of that. So just to let you know. So Stunning and Brave, yeah, I might be swapping out my Perceptor. Had to glue his arm socket back together because it broke on me. Oh, you talking about the first version Fans Toys one? Because if that's the one you're talking about, the same thing happened to me, and I sold it. But I let the person that bought it know that that's what happened, right? And I got Perceptor as a Christmas present from Keith. So, and I love it. Titan, hey man, nice to see you. Might have addressed this already, but is that an exhaust pipe sticking out of Ratchet's right side? No, it's a laser cutter that Ratchet had. So, where he took out an episode. Yes, exactly. When Rave, isn't that from the early episodes where he was working on Ironhide and shut him up? That's exactly the one. So, exactly, R&R, removed and replaced. Exactly. That's the one. And that's why, again, that's why I go through all the episodes and include all these things. So, and yep, exactly. Fans Toys Perceptor, first version. See, I know these things. So, Mike would try for the x-transbots at some point. Dude, I got it, and I'm liking it. It's got a nice good weight on it, and it's pretty good. I don't think you'll be disappointed. So, Windwave, yeah, the Perceptor figures could have benefited from using nylon for those connections. I suppose so. Yeah. So, but yeah, that's the gadget from that. And you get a little bit of another angle from that. Nice, shiny silver. Plugs right in there. So, ooh, shiny. Loving that. So, oh, I meant the peg looking thing on the right. Oh, yeah, below the arm. Yes. Yeah, when we looked at a rear shot of Ratchet, yeah, I noticed those pegs. So I'm certain that those are going to be used somehow in the transformation going into his vehicle mode. So that's the only thing that makes sense to me. I know it looks kind of odd, but I don't know. It is what it is so far. So it's a small part coming from the hip. Yeah, I saw that too. Yeah, exactly. So so we got that, and him pulling an Ironhide flying through the sky. So, and yeah, just like with Ironhide, it's some of the same toys, some of the same gadgets. So, pretty good. And of course, the skis, the water skis. So, John Peterson, yeah, have there been any TF cons held in Seattle? You know what? I don't remember. I haven't the faintest idea. So, I believe I can fly. Exactly. Yeah, so you got the water skis, which are pretty cool. Right there. Okay. Now, I got to tell you guys something here, okay? Now, remember, if you guys have been watching for a while here, okay, when you looked at the accessories, right? And I told you, I'm going to take Gonna let you guys do a little bit of a guessing game here, and guess what those two little accessories were. Let me go back here. Gonna have to go through. Okay. Remember what I told you? We're gonna play a little bit of a guessing game. Okay. What these are. All right. So, and we had a few answers. Thetazoid. Tell us now. Okay. Now we're going to come to the rest of the story. We're going to reveal what those are. Okay. Now, I'm only going to say that some bum bum bum. No, they're not shock absorbers. So, remember that Sean Berger episode? Remember that? I'm sure you do. Yeah. Oh, nice. Exactly. See? This is kind of like our little personal TFCon reveal kind of thing here. So there you go. Yes, I knew it.
Nah, just smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
Exactly. What did I win? You won with the knowledge that you were correct. That's right. Exactly. The master plan. There we go. I knew it, but I thought it was too obvious. Exactly. It's Skywarp. Wait, is that Thundercracker masquerading as Ratchet? Yeah, well, it's the Megatron's master plan episode, right? Or Thundercracker. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, now that's cool. Precisely. It's how I like to save the end for the last. Save it for last. All that build up. Come on. This is what this channel's all about, man. Come on, man. I got to reveal the thing with the thing. So, which secret head is that? Does it really matter? Because they all look the same anyway. Kind of. So, wait, does that mean that there'll be seekers in our future? I can neither confirm nor deny such a claim, although I will take it back to Keith. So, that seeker head sculpt is awesome. It is too, isn't it, dude? 100%. So, yeah. There you go. So, looking quite handsome. So, not too bad, huh? So, it was a fun episode too. So, Tetrajet Seekers? I don't know. Coneheads first. Yeah, exactly. I tell you what, the Autobots were evil all along. Exactly. They were. So, Klinkle, yeah, we're already inundated with Seekers. Yeah, exactly. But you can never have enough Seekers. Oh, God. Give us some Coneheads. That's what I'm saying. We got a lot of version of Seekers. Give us some Coneheads. So there you go. Had to get Wheeljack in there too. So, but ooh, what's this on the side? It looks like Optimus holding a head. What could that be? Oh. So there you go. Coneheads. Yeah. I know that Make Toys and God, we got 3 different versions from Takara Tommy. And, and I know Make Toys have done, their Coneheads and stuff like that. We just need more cone heads. Be cool. You know, yeah, we got plenty of Starscream, Thundercrackers, and Skywarps out there, you know? So, yeah. The first cone head will be called Beldar. There we go. Yeah. You can have enough Seekers. That's true, especially if you want to army build. Yeah. Maki toys are too short. I agree. So, did someone say cone heads? Yes. Of course we did. But, yeah. There you go. Now you know what the big secret was at the end. So, save some of the best for last. But, yeah, no. So that's all the pictures for Ratchet. Now, okay. So we're going to get into, because lots of people have been asking the same kind of questions, and that's okay. That's what I'm here for. Okay. So, all right. For Ironhide and Ratchet, okay. They're looking to be coming second quarter this year. Okay. So you got January, February, March, April, right? So you're looking at May, June, July, August, right? So somewhere's within there. All right. So that much I can tell you. So probably look for pre-orders coming pretty soon. Okay. So this is what Keith is telling me. All right. So Ironhide Ratchet coming second quarter this year, just to let you guys know. Okay. So how the heck did Thundercracker fit his big ass into that Wheeljack costume? Exactly. Let's see. Talon 76 says, and Meg's master plan Skywarp was Ratchet and Thundercracker was Wheeljack. Yep. So, Third Sword. Yeah, we need new Sideswipe and Red Alert, Coneheads, Windcharger, and just finished the Predictabots and Constructicons, and I'm happy as a pig in mud. There we go. Yes, Coneheads are needed in the MP52 scale. Yeah, 100%. So, and an XTB Wheeljack. Pause for dramatic effect to see if the Crusader let something sleep. Nothing on the docket for Wheeljack. Not that I know, or nothing that I can report. So it hasn't been mentioned. So, yeah, Wheeljack would be awesome. No, I agree. So yeah, because if there's anything, Keith loves race cars, so I'm sure he would do Wheeljack justice. I don't think you understand how quarters work. Sure I do. You pop them in an arcade machine and you play arcade games. So, yeah. Let's see. Shoji already has Ironhide and pre-order, just waiting for Ratchet now. Okay, there we go. So that's what Keith had said. Now, somebody had asked me before about the Omnibots. Yaguchi, one of the Omnibots. So whoever that was, just to let you know, Yaguchi, the repaint Omnibot, that is going to be coming in August. Okay. Now, with Ultra Magnus, okay. Now that Fans Toys has revealed their Ultra Magnus. Ridiculous Badger. Hey man, nice to see you. Is X-Transbots Ironhide Ratchet going to be a parts former? Not as far as I know. Sending Brave Megatron. I kind of do. I do kind of like the season 1-2 car bots. Are a little small. I think they should have been the same height as Fans Toys Hot Rod or Blur. Yeah. Okay. Yes, that was you. Okay, so there you go. Now you got your question answered. So yeah, Yamaguchi in August. So there you go. Now you know. Now you know the rest of the story. So, oh yeah, duh. Of course, yeah. Quarters are every 3 months. See, I think quarters. I think a fourth, and I think 4 months. Right. So yeah, I'm having a little brain fart kind of thing. So. Yeah, was wondering about the last 2 molds for the Omnibots. I will find that out for you, dude. 100%. So, yeah, in this economy, quarters are worth 25 cents. Exactly. So, now, okay, back to what I was saying. Now that Fans Toys has revealed their Ultra Magnus, okay, I know a lot of people have been asking me, is Keith going to re-release their Ultra Magnus? Because I know a lot of people actually liked it, right? And I can show you the Pantone color work. You know, I did the Pantones on Ultra Magnus. So, and I know on top of that, a lot of people were also asking about a Diaclone version. So, just to let you know, Keith is planning to do a re-release of Ultra Magnus in June. Okay. So June is a re-release that he's looking at doing for Ultra Magnus. All right. So if you didn't get it the first time, I'm not sure if it's going to be the youth, you know, the toy version, or if it's going to be the tune version. But you know, look out for it in June. Kendall Comics will x-transbots follow through on the minifig seekers to go with their Janssen minifigures? Good question. I don't know, but I can bring that to him. Yes, thank you, Clinical. So, I appreciate it. I'm sorry I had a brain fart. So, will we ever get an MP Rodimus? Okay, pray. I have brought it up to Keith, okay, because I told him that a lot of people, I believe I brought it up to Keith because, yeah, a lot of people want to be, you know, finishing off or completing the Only Humans figures that everybody wants to see. So, you know, I mean, why not, right? Let's see, Ridiculous Badger. They teased Orion Pax. That was a pre-tool for Rodimus. Yes, and you know what? I sent Keith a picture. I do believe I sent him a picture of Orion Pax's Cybertronian mode. Okay, just to let you know, because there are pictures of that out there that was in production, but it was never animated in the show. So, let's see. Okay, when are we going to use the Scourge mold to make a decent MP scale Alpha Trion? I don't know. That's a good question, but this will, like I said, this will go back to him. Ultra Magnus is a masterpiece in every sense of the word. I agree with you. Our x-transbots fixing the arm falling off and the hip skirts on the reissue of Ultra Magnus. I will ask him about that, or seeing how the question is up on the video, and I will send him the video. He will see it, and hopefully he will answer that. So, a re-release of Ultra Magnus with that issue on the right shoulder fixed, as far as I know. All right, just to let you know. Let's see. I'm really torn on Ultra Magnus. I love x-transbots, but I also love the idea of Armored Magnus that Fans Toys is doing. I agree. So it is quite the thing. So, how's that Elita 1 coming along? I got to find out. I think he might set that one to the side if I'm correct on that, but I will find out and I will try to ask him on that. So, also, I just want to let you know, I'm pretty sure he meant the Constructicons, but he had said, if I'm reading this right, that we will have at least 3 Constructicon members this year. So we already got Big Load out. So he's looking at least getting 3. As for First Aid, okay, the next Protectabot, because people have been asking me about that. All right. I believe there's a possibility that something might have been a little bit delayed. And so he is saying that it's coming around September. And I know that's a long way off. And I know it might make a lot of people a little ornery. So because I really want first aid. I already got them all paid for and everything like that. So like you guys, I want it, and I want it now. So, but from what he said, it looks like it might be September. I don't know why. I think there might be a little bit of a delay. So, Beg Ultra, I think X-Transbots said it in the comics on their Facebook page that they're planning to complete all 4 only human robots, which means Rodimus and RC are coming sooner or later. Yes. So, Talus, we need to get on the MP Alita 1 teases years ago. I agree with you. Let's see, Ridiculous Badger. Yeah, Titan. Titan knows what's up. Yeah, exactly. He does. So he's in the know. So yeah, I know, guys. I know. Oh no. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, guys. So Dennis said, I wish X-Transbot made an Optimus Prime because Fans Toys is going to release their version of Optimus Prime. Yeah, looks like that, doesn't it? So, what about Hotspot? I haven't heard anything yet on Hotspot, okay? All I do know is that it will be, like, Hotspot will be the complete fire truck, okay? And that's all I can say about that, because everybody is wondering about Hotspot as well. So, Snortapoopus! Cuber! Hello to you, man. Nice to see ya. So great that you can drop in. John Peterson says, really would like to see some test shots of Hotspot. Yeah, I would too. So, Ridiculous Badger says, X-Transbots Genrai cab soon. That's more of a KFC thing. So, and I just mainly deal with Keith on the X-Transbots thing, but I will try to see if I can find that out for you. Because I know a lot of people, well, I mean, they want to finish Jinrai, right? So, Thetazoid, yeah, give us Hotspot before first aid and I won't riot. Okay, not a problem. Yeah, September. Last word was he wanted to release before Chinese New Year. I know, and that's why I said there must have been, unfortunately, some kind of delay of some sort with first aid. The only thing I can guess, okay, so take this with a grain of salt, please, okay? It's kind of like, if you guys remember back with Motor Master and the trailer, okay? And remember how that was delayed. The reason is because there was a fault that was found in the trailer and it had to go back to design and then, seeing if the CAD drawings worked, making new molds, making basically, a new trailer, seeing if everything worked out. And then on top of that, see if there are any more faults. So I'm guessing, John, only guessing, that there might have been a type of flaw in first aid that needs major correction, and maybe that's why it's delayed. I'm only guessing, so I haven't the faintest idea, but that would be probably my most logical guess. Snortapoopus just got back from the cave from the Sunday Geek Game. Awesome. Oh, and Wendy. Hi, Wendy. And Wendy, Drama Warrior, the only Drama Warrior that I trust with my life, has gifted 5 Comic Relief Crusader memberships to all of you guys out there. Thank you very much, Wendy. I really, really appreciate it. So, guys, if you guys aren't a member, grab those memberships up right now. And you now, too, can be a member of this channel. And thank you very much, Wendy. I really, really appreciate you for doing that. For all the new people that are here. Thank you very much. So, and guys, if you just managed to grab a membership, then, say thank you to Wendy Trauma Warrior. So this lady and her entire team in a hospital in Texas, boy, when it comes to emergencies and patching up people, this woman does it right with her entire team. And especially on Titillating Tuesdays, an entire trauma team listen to this show and they just get laughs and giggles all the way through. So grab your membership. Thank you very much, Wendy. So, and yes, Theodozord. Yeah, welcome new members. Welcome to you. So this is Drive-By Gifting. Everyone have a great week. Take care and stay safe. Thanks, Wendy. Appreciate you. So say hi to Jimmy. So, exactly, Titan. Yeah. Thank you for dropping memberships like a gangsta. Exactly. So Anton asks, so recap, what was mentioned? First aid is delayed, and what else? Okay, well, that's my closest guess why it's delayed until September. That more than likely maybe a fault was found and Keith wants to correct it before it puts out. Oh my God. I can't talk properly today. I swear to God. So this entire production is just full of miswording and all that kind of stuff.
I have morons on my payroll!
Oh my God. It's just complete and utter stupidness going on here. So that's only my best guess, right? Theodozord, yeah. Hey, I'm in Texas. Great. So there you go. If you ever have an accident, go to Wendy Trauma Warrior. She'll patch you up. So that's right. And Wendy has huge circles, humongous circles, the best circles you've ever seen. And if you're wondering what I mean about circles, you're just going to have to get in a car accident and find out what they mean. So there. That's all I can say.
I'm President Trump, and I approve this message.
That's right. Exactly. So, John Peterson, yeah, good call, I'm sure. Better QC than releasing in order to keep a date. I'm sure. Yeah, okay, no problem. I got the typo. I'm sure it'll be a better product. Yeah, exactly. 100% sure. So, Wendy is the real leader of the Protectobots. Exactly. She is. Where is your mind? I don't know. It's a Sunday and I'm supposed to be relaxing, technically speaking. So I'm supposed to be playing Tears of the Kingdom right now. So on my day off, I have to hang out with you guys with your questions and my answers. That's okay. I don't mind. Let's see. Windrape says, when the time finally comes for Paragon to be released and have pictures taken of him, be sure to suggest some of him and Ratchet working together. That's a good question. Yeah, I like that. I would like that very much. So, true, my bad. It's okay. No, it's all good. It's all good. So, Wendy Trauma Warrior looks down at my wannabe huge circles. The one surgery I never want is the cure for small circles. Oh my God. Oh, sweet baby Jesus. Yeah. Just don't flash him on my show. I'll get canceled for sure. Oh my God. Candle Comics asking for Eric C. Will Big Load get a Target Master landfill repaint? As far as I know, that was well, okay. Landfill was shown, and I'm sure that it'll include a Target Master, because it would be rather insane to get landfill and have no Target Master with him. So I will make sure with Keith, or seeing how this video is going to be going to Keith, I'll make sure that he gets these questions answered. So, is Scrapper still the next Constructicon coming out in the near future? I am 100% hoping so. I really, really am hoping so, because I thought Scrapper was actually going to be the first one, but I guess, hey, you get Big Load out, and that's essentially the waste, right? So I'm hoping it's the next one, because I really want a Scrapper. I really do. So Get all the Autobots nerd together. It's like a science fair. Yeah, it is. So get Ratchet, Wheeljack, Perceptor, Minerva, First Aid, Hoist. Get all the nerds together. Yeah, that's an idea. Might as well, right? Because he's making or made most of these, right? Ratchet, and he made Perceptor. He's coming out with Minerva, First Aid. He's already made Hoist. Yeah, put them all in the picture together. So this video has been far too long now. Has it really, though? Is it really? I don't know. This is why I'm taking the whole questions and answer kind of thing right now. So let's see. Titan, Wendy Trauma Warrior, small circles have always been better than flat lines. My God. Exactly. See, guys that are new to this channel, once I get the regulars coming in, then it turns into a really fun show. As most of these guys, like say Wendy Trauma Warrior, Snortopoopas, Titan, maybe let's see who else. A lot of them, Gap and a lot of others, they can attest to that. So this show turns into one wacky thing, especially on Tuesdays and Fridays. So, just to let you know, the big load always releases first. Exactly. That's right.
Oh man! Oh God! Oh man! Oh God! Oh man! Oh God! Oh man! Oh God! Oh man!
So Antone, that was Scoop that was shown with a double target master. Yes, it was. So Windrave, or at least Perceptor, Wheeljack, and Minerva looking over KFC's Genrai. Yes, I see where you're going with that. That would be perfect as he becomes Victory Leo. So I'd be okay with that. Pixelated Dreams has Mixmaster and Scrapper, and then at least we can have a set of legs on the go. Precisely. I'd be okay with that. Start building them from the waist down and then from the waist up. I'd be okay with that. So, I'll see what I can do. I'll see what I can suggest to Keith, and depending who's being made at the time or being put together at the time, I'll see if I can do that. So I identify as mischievous. Yes, you do. So let me see if there was anything else that I could reveal to you from Keith, because I don't want to say too much, because sometimes I don't want to betray Keith's trust in saying something that I shouldn't say, and then get in trouble with the big boss man. Oh yeah, that was the other thing. As for the known factory sideswipe, just as kind of like a little side note, just to let you guys know, I will be taking the feedback on both Facebook, where I posted it, and TFW 2005, and I will be showing him the feedback so far on those phases and which one you like probably the most. Okay, because I did have from Japan some of the character profile sketches of his head, and so that has been relayed to him, because I would like to get the most accurate head sculpt possible on Sideswipe. So I'll be taking that feedback also to Known Factory. I don't know why they're called Known Factory. It just seems like some Chinese outfits companies and whatnot, they have these really, I don't know, odd names or something like that. I don't know why they choose them like that, but they just do. So Known Factory, whatever. So let's see, Setting a Bright Megatron. Since I have a Toy World Devi, I'd probably just be getting the X-Transbots to display in robot mode. And hey, that's okay. Talis76, tell Keith thank you from all of us. I will do that, dude. Stunning. I just want to say, I had Toy World Devastator as well. Please, for the love of God, be careful if he's in combined mode right now. Please be careful with the shoulder joints because those ratchets are extremely tight, and one of mine snapped off. And it took me about a year, a little over a year, to even get a replacement part. So I sold mine as soon as I got one and fixed it. I'm not saying do the same thing, but I'm just saying be careful. Because at this point, see now, Toy World is no more. You probably won't be able to get a replacement part. And I would hate to see that happen to you. Antone says, the KFC toy sides of things needs this type of thing too. Yeah, I agree. Maybe I'll talk to Keith about that and do a KFC feedback chat as well, you know, just to help him out on the KFC side of things. And Penny, you're back. Awesome. Nice to see you back. Who's enjoying all those little emoji cons that are in the chat. So, hey, if you're new here, enjoy those, you know, have fun with them. Prime Convoy 1 says, are the youth and black repaints of Janssen coming soon or still planned? As far as I know, they're still planned. I will find out from Keith about those because I know a lot of people want them, especially the black one, as far as I know. So I'll do that. Talis, what? A new sideswipe? A new MP sideswipe? Yeah. By a guy who is, I can't believe I'm saying this, especially on this channel, that identifies as known factory. Okay. Who has asked me to send pictures of sideswipe. And so I sent him, a couple of production shots, sent him some gadgets that he used in the show, and like the pile drivers, the drills, parachute, stuff like that, all the fun stuff that he had in the show. I sent that to the guy of Known Toys. Oh yes, and the vehicle skis on top of that. So sent him that too. So yeah, the parachute, the rocket pack. I sent him the rear blaster when him and Sunstreaker were covering for Trailbreaker when they were escaping the Decepticons. The rear blaster that came from that, the rocket pack, the parachute, the piston arms, the ice chipper gun when they got Jetfire out of the ice, the drill arms, and the water skis. So sent him all of that. So yeah, new sideswipe. Thetazoid, the diamond eyes from the first image looks the most cartoon accurate of sideswipe. I kind of agree with you on that. I'm going to see if I can try to find that picture that I sent him. So Titan says, love Fast MX-28, but Fury was a little disappointing. Felt rushed as compared to Fast. Okay, well, fair enough. Let's see, dude. My scrapper arm literally snapped last week. Oh, dude. No way. Oh, man. I am so sorry to hear that. Oh, God. Yeah, see, now that's the time that I want to use that sound bit. So.
Oh, man. Oh, God. Oh, man. Oh, God. Oh, man. Oh, God. Oh, man. Oh, God. Oh, man.
Exactly. So, KFC, coincidence? No. Let's see. Penny says, yeah, fight broke out on court of women's college basketball. Oh, my God. Really? Damn. That's a shame, Penny. Jeez. Unicron's Left Nut says, my Toy World long haul legs ripped apart, so I can't even form Devastator anymore. Oh my God. Jeez. See, this is what I'm talking about. You know, it's now impossible to get, you know, because Toy World doesn't exist anymore because it became Zeta and then Zeta to something else and then something else and something else. And, you know, they didn't even respond when I had the, when I replied to them. So, you know, those guys were just a bunch of dicks, right?
Who is the dickhead now, hey?
You know, and you can't even get a hold of them. And so, you know, good luck trying to find like parts now. I think I might know somebody, Lionel Hutz on Facebook. He might be able to get you extra parts. So Scavenger's Arm. Oh man, dude, I'm so sorry to hear that. Sending a brave Megatron. Yeah, my Zetator's Bruticus leg joint cracked on me. I'm very cautious when I mess around with the big boys. Exactly. See, and this is why you know, I'm talking to Keith about, you know, really cracking down on QC because, you know, again, see, this is what I'm talking about, guys, with Zeta Toys and with Toy World, you know, because once those parts crack and they don't make them anymore, or those companies aren't around anymore, you're hooped. I'm sorry to say, excuse the language, but, you know, then you're totally fucked, right? And then what are you going to do? And then these companies don't they don't write back. They don't friggin' they don't want anything to do with you because well, we got your money and that's it, right?
Pardon my French, but you're an asshole.
You know, and that's the way they are. That's the way that some of them are. Diesel dude. Sorry I'm late. That's okay. Just absolve yourself. So yeah, Thetazoid. So if anyone has extra Toy World Unearth, I could really use it. There you go. See, I put it out there for you. So Talus 76. So it's not by x-transbots. I'd rather wait for x-transbots to do one. Yeah, fair enough, because, you know, hey, they make a bang on vehicle mode, right? So we all know that. Windrape. So KF Sideswipe. Any word on when we'll be seeing more pictures, even if they're renders? I don't know yet. I haven't the faintest idea. So if I find out anything, then I will let you guys know as soon as possible. So I suppose you could probably say I'm moonlighting, you know, instead of working with Keith, I'm moonlighting, working with other people doing other things. But then again, if he sees this, it'd be like, what are you doing? You're working with other people. That's not fair. So I'm probably going to end up in shit, but that's okay. Hey, that's why I freelance. So, Anton, yeah, I'm watching that game, but I missed the fight while watching this live stream. Oh my God. I distracted you, didn't I? So, let's see. Isn't Diamond Eye Sideswipe from season 1 and the Pentagon Eye from season 2? Yes. So it would seem, if I remember correctly. Then again, how many names has Black Mamba been known for? Yeah, exactly right. That's what I'm talking about. They're always switching names. You know, and what ends up happening, right? You can't find them anymore, or they totally go incognito for, you know, a long time. And you don't know if this particular company is the same as the other particular company that you saw before. And, you know, and I can tell it just really pisses off a lot of people. So I'm going to see if I can try to find that head sculpt for Sideswipe. So I'm going to show you guys what I showed Known Factory. If I can find it, which I should, because I got a lot of production art. There it is. Over the years. So let's see. I haven't touched my Tour World Devi in so long. You guys are scaring me. Sorry, dude. Like I said, like years ago, I got rid of mine. As soon as Keith told me he was doing Constructicons, and after I got that replacement part, I sold mine. So, Theta Sword, yeah, I'm friends with Line Hawks. I contact him. Thank you. Hey, not a problem. Tell him I sent them to you So he's the one that actually helped me out getting that replacement part from Toy World eventually. So I'm sure he'll help you out. Just let him know that I sent you. Unicron's Left Nut. Yeah, I waited over a year for my Toy World replacements, and Show Z finally gave up and sent me a refund. Oh, wow. Dude, that's crazy. Yes, I would like to see the renders for Sideswipe. Yeah, I would too. Ooh, somebody new here. The Quintesson Syndicate. That looks like a Dr. Egg that I helped design. Tuning in late. What's the scoop? Well, the scoop is I'm about to show you a picture. What I showed, Known Factory. This is the head sculpt that I sent them. Okay. That I got from a buddy of mine that also has that website, TF Raw. So I sent him that to Known Factory because if they're going to be doing the same thing, let's say they do a good job, like with the head sculpt, like with like what I just showed you with Ratchet and Ironhide and stuff like that from X-Transbots, right? I want a really good face sculpt, like all of you guys out there do. Okay. And so this is one of the pictures that I showed him, or that I sent to him. And, look, if you're going to be doing a head sculpt, do it off of this. All right. So just to let you guys know, zoom in a little bit. I love that old Japanese drawing. Oh my God, I love it so much. So yeah, it does. That looked perfect. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. So it is. I designed the G1 Metroplex. Really? Like, really, really? Like, really, really, really? Yeah. Well, then I am honored that you are here. So, yeah, I love the prominent ears. That's how it should be. Exactly. The 2-foot tall one posted in ERC. Forgive me, I'm trying to figure out what ERC is. So, but dude, oh, that 2-foot tall one. Oh, wow. Well, I'm impressed. So, Canadian Spider-Man, yeah, enhance. Let's do it like this, okay? So, you get a quarter view and a side view. So the 3D printed one, not the original. Okay. I got you, dude. So tell us 76 photography. They need to lean up on the chest on side swipe. That's my main issue with the Takara one, and fill in those inner legs. Exactly. I gotta say, my Takara Tommy one, on my side swipe, the legs are getting pretty floppy, and it's a decent figure. I mean, the Batcube one was pretty good, but I swapped out my my Takara Tommy Red Alert for the Batcube one because it looked actually better to me. So electronic rectal centrifuge. I see. Okay, now I know what that means. So yeah, that help sculpt looks great. If you're referring to the video, then yeah, it does. So this is what I sent him, and of course I want an accurate back of the head. So I showed this to the guy at Known Factory, and yeah, hopefully we'll get some positive things going that way. Robert Zalkine says would like some explanation from Keith as to what the distinction is supposed to be between KFC and XTB. Okay, I can partially answer this, Robert. Okay. KFC is, well, first of all, because he wanted his name on a product. Okay. That's one. KFC is more, how should I put it? More like heavy duty plastics of sorts. I suppose you can say, like a heavier grade of plastic. I suppose, especially for like the bigger bots, some of the bigger bots, right? Where x-transbots is mostly like your average masterpiece scale, more like, more ordinary figures, carbots, stuff like that. That's kind of the closest approximation that I can come up with for you. So I know it's not really much to go by, but that's kind of what it is. So let's see, anything else that I'm allowed to say, let's put it that way. Let's see, the head sculpt. So yeah, so just to let you guys know, as I'm sure that you guys saw yet, he did do a little bit of an update on Ironhide's face, so I'm sure that you guys saw that already. So he is listening, just to let you guys know. What else? Oh yes, I did send him feedback on the repaints for Runabout and Runamuck, because I know the last video that I did, people were asking, repaints of this. I would like to see that. I would like to see this, because he wanted some feedback on that, right? So I sent them the feedback on that, on Runabout and Runamuck, like kit version, for example, or what was it? Somebody had said like Smokey and the Bandit, for one of them. I also pitched to him from the Transformers Devastation game, the one that came out a few years ago, the Decepticon car drones. I also, if you guys don't mind, I also pitched that to him as well, right? From that video game, because I know a lot of people like that video game. So let's see, Winray, speaking of KFC, has there been any word on Power Master Optimus Prime's release? Seeing how that's on the KFC side of things, I haven't heard anything yet. I'll see if I can try to find out. Prime Convoy, in the previous update, you mentioned Keith was interested in Omega Supreme, and Skylinks. Any new developments with that? Well, I mentioned that he was interested in the scale of the combiners as to with Omega Supreme. He said he wasn't interested in doing an Omega Supreme. But you know what? I'm thinking he might be interested in doing Omega Supreme, because why would you ask for Omega Supreme, a scale chart with the combiners with Omega Supreme, if you're not interested in doing Omega Supreme? But I'm the one that I pitched Skylinks to him. So because, he's a big boy and he deserves a release on top of that as well. So the updates to Ironhide's face is being extended to Ratchet's face as well. Well, I mean, if you guys are satisfied, I'm going to be posting these pictures up pretty soon on Facebook and TFW. So if you guys are okay with Ratchet's face, then maybe it might not have to be updated. So and Ironhide has a slightly different face than Ratchet. So and Brian Nelson, hey, sorry I'm late. Last time you were asking about repaint potentials. I like to see the dead Autobot that almost falls on Daniel in Dark Awakening for Ironhide. Oh, okay. Like a gray dead Ironhide. Okay. Is Alien Attack is x-transbots or not? No, they're not. As far as I know, Alien Attack is the guy that owns Alien Attack, as far as I know, if I remember correctly, is a friend of Keith's. So just to let you know. Brian Nelson also says, and a Prowl type repaint like he did with Taiho for Ratchet, who kind of maybe showed up in Faces of Darkness 5. Oh, episode 5. Yeah. Okay. Windrave, if he does Kit and Car, the head design eyes should not be the scanner. The scanner should look like an 80s headboard above their optics. Ah, that's an idea. Okay. Let's see. I sent you a picture of Metroplex on my Facebook Messenger. Oh, did you really now? Okay. Well, give me a sec and I'll look that up. Titan says, if he slips in an LED to a kit repaint, he's got my money. Ooh, that'll take some undertaking, wouldn't it? Boy, try to cram that in. How about Bludgeon for Pretender? That's interesting. That would be quite the challenge to do Pretender. I don't know if he'd be up for doing Pretenders. I don't know if he'd be up for doing Pretenders. Maybe. So if he is, that's going to be quite the challenge. If he only does the robot mode, I wouldn't be surprised. If he does the shell and the robot mode, I'd be totally 100% surprised. So let's see. Does anybody have any more questions? So I can send it back to Keith. Let's see, what else? What else did I send him? Known factory. Yeah, send him sideswipe. Okay. I'll get back to him. Yes. Okay. So, I have no answer for yes. Okay. Let's see. Does anybody else have any more questions that I can bring back to Keith? I asked about Deathsaurus. I didn't get a reply back yet on that. So I'm hoping to soon, because last time somebody had asked me about that. Yeah, see, there we go. Yeah, as soon as I mention it, it pops up, right? Where's Zeusaurus? Yeah, so I asked him about that. I haven't gotten a reply yet. So, because I'm wondering about that too. So, just to let you guys know. Because I definitely want to see that in the makes. Theta I'm just sad that the space where my defensor goes is empty. I know, man. I know. So trust me, I wanted defensor so bad, so quick. Because he was actually my first combiner. So just to let you guys know. So he was my first. So Titan says, an XTB Omega Supreme and Skylinks has me happy, but my wallet is looking at me funny. Exactly. Kind of like how my wallet looks at me too. Like, really? You're going to do this? John Peterson, do a Bludgeon and MP scale with their human-ish counterpart in mini scale. No shell. That's a way of doing it. Yeah. So, because I definitely got the scale thing mapped out on the robot mode and their shell mode, their pretender mode. So, yeah, and the shell mode is quite small. So compared to their actual robot mode. So, okay, Quintesson, I got me's the picture. So if I have your permission to share it, then I will do so, if that's okay with you. So just let me know in the chat. So, Windrave would like to see any renders of Windcharger 2.0 if he's worked on it yet. I will see about that. Let's see. Okay, I will. Let's see. What about Victory Saber? Nothing on Victory Saber yet. So if there is anything on that, well, actually, it wasn't really so much Victory Saber. I mean, because KFC did their Victory Leo that combined with Masterpiece, you know, I'm drawing a blank. Oh, damn it. Star Saber. So, yeah, and this is from Quintesson Syndicate. So there you go. That's his baby. So that he made. Dude, that looks actually really good. Like really, really good. So congratulations. That's all 3D printed. Man, that's like really awesome, dude. So let's do a little zoom in. So yeah. Not too shabby. So that's actually pretty good. Did you design this like 100% like all you? Because if you did, dude, you got some talent. So I will say that much. So that's pretty damn good. Thanks. I made it using Tinkercad. Oh, really? Not too shabby, dude. Not too shabby. Very nice. So yeah, keep practicing, and hell, maybe you'll end up making your own figures. Setting a brave Megatron. Kill Keith, it's cool, but if he does action figures of the fembots, if it spares them from having the big backpacks. Because they gotta be huge circles. Amazing circles. The biggest circles you've ever seen. So Titan, if we're talking Pretenders, a Metal Hawk would be gold. Yes, 100%. So, yeah, I would totally 100% do that. I'm listening as I work on my designs for an MP3D printed Autobot X. Oh, nice, dude. That's awesome. I'd love to see that sometime. Canadian Spider-Man, if there are any Canadian Autobots that you have seen graphics of Comic Relief Crusader. Yeah, because I do that kind of thing. So thank you for the plug, Canadian Spider-Man. So let's see. Okay, you sent more pics. Okay. I will say, you know what, because we're almost on 3 hours. I'll see if I have enough time, because today's been a long day so far. So, damn it, Tinkercad, I can barely do a rectangle in Tinkercad. Oh, my God. Okay, well, let's do this. Holy crap, you sent me a whole whack of pictures. Okay. All right, let me see what I can do here. So you picked John X as well. Okay, let's see. What about a nice G1 Hound? Oh, good question. Or Mirage. Or what about DevCon? I will bring those back to him. And yeah, you know what? A Hound wouldn't be too bad. I'd be okay with Hound, especially after that Takara Tommy debacle with the back. I've had 3 of those Hounds, right? The first one turned out okay. Unfortunately, I had to sell it. Got a second one. That one busted. Got a third one. That turned out just as perfect as the first one. I should have never gotten rid of my first one. So, Anton Lewis, Autobot X, that was shown years ago, is scrapped, right? As far as I know, it's on the back burner, which I would like to see, because there were some accessories that he was going to include for that. John Peterson, the 4-foot scale that FT is trying to do for city bots is a bit too big. However, somewhere in the 2.5 to 3 foot scale seems much more reasonable. I agree. So, because it's been like what, 2 years now since Hannibal came out, and I ain't see nobody for for Fortress Maximus. So, just saying. Okay. I'll share these ones, Quintus on. So, okay, so we got 3D printed Metroplex. It's a pretty good size, dude. Whoops. Wait a minute. And so you made different phases for him. Nice. Ooh. 2 feet, 1.5 inches. Well, I suppose a little bit more. 2 feet, a little over 2 inches, if you consider the shoulder towers. Not too shabby, dude. Damn it. Why does it keep on doing that? Okay. Hold on here. I see. Okay. Yeah. With the new Triptychon that's out. Battle. Nice, man. And then you're doing Autobot X. Nice, man. Good for you. Keep on practicing. Keep on doing it. Those look really amazing, man. So, congratulations. You're doing the Lord's work, I must say. So, keep on carrying on there, lad. Wondering if there's ever an X-Transbots Hover 2.0 in the future, perhaps to leave some room in the driver's seat for a mini or legend-sized hoist. Yeah. In that one episode with Trax, I believe it was. I know which one you're talking about. Let's see, a nice G1 Jetfire or nice G1 Trax. Yeah, no, man, you're welcome. So, hard work needs to be recognized. So, let's see, sending a Bear Megatron. I think a new blur might be in order, considering how expensive the fans' toys has gotten on eBay. Would be nice for those who missed out on it. I agree on that, because I think I had what was the one before fans' toys? I think it was Unique Toys. I had the Unique Toys one first, and I currently got the fans' toys one. And, I like the fans' toys one. It's a little heavy. They could have done better on the ratchets, I find. But, yeah, I'd be okay with a new blur, I suppose. Nice and sleek and all that. So, Diesel, dude, I wonder if you're still around. So, if you're still around, let me know. So, let's see. As for anything else, for those of you asking about, because I know there were some questions about Alpha Trion and an Elita one and Orion packs, I'm gonna let you guys know, okay, that I did send Elita 1 and Orion Pax's Cybertronian modes as well. Okay, you're still there. Awesome. So he does have those, and I sent him screenshots also of Alpha Trion. Okay. I also did tell him that, seeing how they already have Springer out, okay, that it would be advisable to do Sandstorm and Broadside, okay? And I believe I probably suggested doing because you got a North American version and you got a Japanese version for Broadside, okay? So you got two different broadsides, basically. And I believe I suggested to him to do both versions. So depending on your proclivities, if he decides to do them, at least then you'll have two options, right? Of getting either a Japanese version broadside or the North American version one. So there you go. Ribimus Prime says, has there been a release date for the next piece of Devastator Ben mentioned? Yes, if you're new here, yes. And also, you know what? Because I don't do this much, if you guys can hit the like button and subscribe as well, because you know what? We'll be having more of these kind of chats as we go on. Yes, it has been mentioned, Ribimus Prime. I like that name. So it's getting me hungry for barbecue. That if I read Keith's message correctly, right? Because he could have misspelled it, that they're looking at least 3 Constructicon members this year. Okay. And for any of you that just showed up, okay, like Diesel, you've been here for a while, Ribimus Primes, you know, you've been you just got here, and Quintesson Syndicate and all that kind of stuff, all you guys that just, you know, has showed up a few minutes ago. If you missed out on the information, okay, so Ironhide Ratchet, second quarter this year, Yaguchi, the Omnibot repaint, August, at least 3 Constructicons this year, a re-release of Ultra Magnus in June, and First Aid coming around September. And like I said before, if you just got here, the only reason I can surmise, and again, this is guesswork, this is not canon, all right? This is only my guess, that maybe there was a production flaw and they want to correct it instead of putting it out and getting everybody ticked off with them. So just so you guys know, I asked about Deathsaurus, haven't gotten an answer back yet. So now you know, Ribimus Prime, just to catch you up. So Talus 76 Photography, make broadside large. Yes, technically he should be the same scale as combiners. Well, close. He would be about half the size of a combiner. He would need to be about as large as, I'm going to say Jetfire. A little taller than say a Fans Toys Grimlock, a little shorter than Fans Toys Jetfire. About that's where you want to hit the scale for, right around there. So if you got my scale posters, then go check them out. I got to run, but thank you so much for sharing my work. Hey, no problem, dude. Listen, also for you people out there as well, just to let you know, because I am a graphic designer and all that kind of stuff. So Quintesson Syndicate, don't leave just yet. I'm just going to share something quick here. I'm going to put the link in the chat as well. I do, as I'm a graphic designer, I have a shop where you can also get all these scale posters that I've done. All right. Yes, I'm going to hawk my own merchandise because, hey, my channel, I get to do that kind of stuff. So I've done complete runs. These posters are all 24 inches by 36 inches. So 2 feet by 3 feet, matte posters, all the scale charts right there. So you got the G1 scale chart, the Japanese series. I also recently did the Worlds of G1 of the Generation 1. So all the planets that show up from season 1 to 3, or actually technically 1 to 4, because you got Nebulos in there as well. You have Beast Wars as well. You have Beast Wars, Beast Machines, Beast Wars the Second, and Beast Wars Neo in that poster as well. You have the Robots in Disguise from 2001 posters. You have the Unicron trilogy as well. So Armada, I was going to say Superlink, but it's not Superlink. It's Energon in North America and Cybertron, which is Galaxy Force in Japan. You also have Transformers Animated. So, yes, I did a scale chart for that because I got the production stuff from some people on the higher ups. I got live action scale chart as well. I have not included the Rise of the Beasts yet. I'm still working on the scale of that. And then on top of that, you got the Aligned Universe, which came out, a few years ago. So you have Transformers Animated, Transformers Robots in Disguise, and Transformers Go, which is with the Japanese series, something that kind of happened in between Transformers Animated and Robots in Disguise, just to let you know. So it's like a Japanese subset of the Aligned Universe. Also got some other merchandise that's also for sale on my website there. So yeah, you get a replica mug from that Hawkeye show that was on Disney Plus. You get some of the box artwork that I've done for x-transbots, like Fuzz, for example, or you get some of the Quintesson posters, the box art that I did for that. Plus, on top of that, the prosecutors, like Le Pulp and Le Pulpas. So, you got Dr. Egg, Dr. Hydra, Dr. Kapalinka, Dr. Lemurian. Then you got a Dr. Egg painted one as well that I did. I should have took that off with Mixel Picks. And also on the channel, hey, if you want a t-shirt from this channel as well, they come in black and white, so front and back Comic Relief Crusader t-shirts, $25 also as well. So as being a member part of this channel, you can go ahead and order t-shirts. And as for the posters are $35. That is directly shipped to you guys. So you pay the piper, you include your name and address and all that kind of stuff, and that price includes shipped as well. So you don't pay the extra little shipping cost. So that's all included. So there you go. It is nice, isn't it? So setting a Brave Megatron, yeah, would be cool if some of these third-party companies tackled Transformers Animated. I think I recall talking to somebody about that. So I can't exactly remember who. Titan, yeah, those skill charts are awesome. They are, dude. They totally are. Or TA Prime for that matter. Yeah, 100%. So check out. Link is in the chat there. If you want a poster or if you want a t-shirt for that matter. So from this humble graphic designer, check it out. Put it on your wall, and there was a lot of extensive work that went into this. So, and entirely, the truth of the matter is, it was to help the whole Transformers community. Really, in reality, that's why these were birthed. Because for the longest time, especially on many groups, when all these third-party companies started putting out figures, the main question that was out, and and Antone can probably testify to this, is like, is this figure to scale? Is this character to scale? Is that to scale? When all these third-party companies were coming out, and everybody had this question on their mind. So I took it upon myself to find out the true scale of these figures. And I suppose, if you use MP10 Convoy as the template, at this matter, MP44 Convoy, with all the hard work from the production scale charts that I got from the show from in Japan as well, I did the homework for you. So if you really want a good representation of those figures, there you go. It's all there for you. Get a poster, use it as your guide, and I don't want to say, and you'll never go wrong, but you'll get pretty close to it. So, speaking of Antone, he says, any more Quintessons coming like that bailiff or the one that pulls the switch to drop the bots into the Sharkticon pit. That one was shown years ago via Agabus booth. Yeah. I'm going to suggest to Keith to get back on that, okay? Because I started on the box artwork for that, and I think he doesn't want to do it, but I'm going to try to maybe push for it because it would be awesome to have a whole bunch of Quintessons. Like, really, honestly, it would. So I would love it. Canadian Spider-Man. Yeah, very cool. I just added that to my list. Good. I'm glad you did. Buy stuff. So, buy it now. Setting a Brave Megatron. Actually, some Sharkticons and Alicons would be cool too. Yes. You know what? Okay, because I did this last show, and I'm going to show you guys. Okay, because I love you guys, and this is the kind of nerdy stuff that I do, and this is what I do. You know, with all the nerddom that I do for you guys. This is the kind of stuff that I do. Okay, let me open the window and I will get you guys to watch what I am watching. Okay, this is one of my X-transbots folders. Okay, can't show you everything, but I can show you something. That way it proves I got the receipts. Okay, so so here I'm gonna bigify this screen just so I can show you guys. So here, you know what? I proposed to Keith a whole bunch of Quintessons, right? So here, this one, you get the Alicons. So I took every kind of conceivable screenshot of robot and I suppose you can call beast mode of the Alicons. Included the bailiff for that as well, you know, because you got the Quintesson bailiffs. Yeah, so there are the Alicons. Let's see, the executioner. So started doing some fun stuff there. You get a little sneak peek. You know, and of course, yeah, there are the judges that I did. So there's the box. And if you look, if any of you guys got the figure, you see my company logo right in the back there. So you know I'm not bullshitting. Excuse the language. You know, and so there's all the artwork and stuff like that for the prosecutors. So I really didn't think he was going to do the money is everything prosecutor, but I pitched that as an alternate face. But he did the whole prosecutor thing, which was, you know, really awesome. So excuse me. So you got the scientists, the two scientists, because there are two different scientists, right? In the Dweller of the Depths episode. So you got this ordinary scientist, or as I named him, Scientist 2.0, and then you got the other one that had his face ripped off. So you have those. And then there were the security officers that everybody seems to forget about. So I'll try to pull up the picture for you. And then, yeah, so of course, you know, you got Sharkticons. Everybody knows Sharkticons. And then, you know, you had the wizard that was in that one Grimlock focused episode where you have that Quintesson wizard. So there were some screenshots of that. So, you know, just let you guys know. So that I'm doing stuff. So exactly. Do it. Do it now. You have to do it now. So yeah, you know what? Okay. So if you remember the episode, The Dweller in the Depths, okay? So you got these interesting Quintesson. I call them security guards because, I mean, you know, what else would you do? You know, would you call them, really? And they, you know, because they were fighting the Dweller in the Depths, you know. So, you know, you have tentacles on their right side, and you got this kind of like blaster arm on the other side, and, you know, they got these kind of helmets on and stuff like that. It's a very interesting design. And you only see them for a few seconds in this episode. And I thought, damn, this would be like, really, really cool, and you can like army build because there was like a whole whack of them. And so, that was one thing that I pitched to Keith. And I thought, hell, if you want to do Quintessence, let's go all the way, baby. Right? So exactly. Do it all. So yeah. I got plans. I got amazing plans. Plans that just go on far and wide, try to bring suggestions to you. So, that's all I can tell you. So anyway, yeah, let's remember that drug use was very high in the 80s. Exactly. Totally was 100%. So I was a good boy, though. I didn't do those kind of things. Anyway, so yeah, I want to thank all of you guys that joined in. I think we had up to like 38 people in the chat, and again, I'm going to bring all this feedback back to Keith, and just so he knows that you guys are out there and you guys are listening and you guys have questions and concerns and stuff like that, and I really, really appreciate it. That you guys are willing to take part in this kind of thing. So Nightbird action figure would be cool too. Yes, I agree 100%. And Theta Zord, oh, thanks, man. Yeah, love you, man. Yeah, gotta head out. Have a rest of your wonderful day. So, listen, guys, going on 3 hours here. And I want to thank each and every one of you that came today. And I'll be posting these pictures up pretty soon, either on Facebook and on TFW 2005. And Diesel, hey, don't worry about it, man. It's all good. So just catch it on the rewind to the point where you got in. It's all good, man. So and hey, thanks. I really appreciate it. That you showed up, man. I really honestly do. So, and Talus, yeah, great live stream. Just hope the last 2 Omnibots are released at some point this year. Well, that being said, like I said, this video is going to go back again to Keith. So he will see all of your questions, and hopefully he will have some answers, for you guys, because like I said before, it's your money and you spend it the way you want to. And, hey, without your dollar bills, if people don't listen, then, well, they find out fast enough who really holds the power. So, and thank you, Prime Convoy. Yeah, and I appreciate the stream and all the updates. No problem, dude. So, if you guys can, before you guys leave, please hit the like button. I would really appreciate it. And if you're new here, please subscribe. It really helps me out because pretty soon, I'm going to be heading 1,000 subscribers. And like I've done at 250 subscribers, 500 and 750, I'll do a little giveaway to somebody out there, if you're listening. So, if you want something like that to happen soon, guess what? Spread the channel around, get more people in here. It's fun to have people in here. And come back on Tuesday for Titillating Tuesdays, where we talk about all the kind of stuff that happens in pop culture, whether it's comic books, movies, TV shows, anime, manga, video games, you name it. We'll talk about it here. And like at the beginning of the stream, we'll just do things with a little bit of a chuckle, share some stupid news. And we do the same thing on Fridays as well. So on a Frantic Friday, and we end the week off with that show with a little funny cartoon, just so you guys can have a little bit of a chuckle going into the weekend. So thank you everybody for joining in. I really appreciate it. Like I said before, if you can hit the like button and subscribe and share this stream to every Transformer fan that you find out there, and let them know that I'm willing to do this for you guys, and willing to take your suggestions and your feedback back to a third-party manufacturer that will actually listen. Unlike Hasbro, unlike Fans Toys, unlike any other, I don't know, Magic Square, any other third-party company, because nobody else will do this except me. I don't know of any other. I honestly don't. So, anything to make your guys' wallets a little bit lighter and that you guys have a little bit more feedback so you can get the figures that you guys want to collect. Because like I said before, it's your money. So that being said, join us back 1 o'clock Mountain Time. That's 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern for Titillating Tuesdays, where we're going to be having a bunch of people here talking about a bunch of goofy stuff and having fun. And like I said, again, we do it on Friday as well. And to all of you out there, I wish you a very happy rest of the weekend, and we shall see you soon. Later.